At Sleep Outfitters Outlet, great sleep is a big deal. Save 40 to 60% every day on every Sealy, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic. Queens as low as $249. Customer exchanges, closeouts, and floor samples. Inventory changes daily, so come in for your dream deal today. With no credit needed financing, expert advice, and up to 60% off retail, it's never been easier to get the sleep and savings you deserve. Go to sleepoutfittersoutlet.com for financing details and to find a store near you.
Hello.
And welcome
to BB on Blast.
Big Brother Canada 11. I am Lindsay.
And I'm Gaz.
We forgot to say that last week, apparently. So
we did. We're so excited with the launch of this new series and the end of live feed. Don't mention it. Stop going on about live feed.
Why is this calling this Lunar Holidays too? Our backup recording.
My new business. Visit lunarholidays.com to book your Canada escape today.
Okay, and talking of live feed, apparently everyone's been going on all the sponsors and sorting them, blah, blah, blah. Don't you just think it's just pathetic?
Is that really happening?
Taryn was actually encouraging people to do that, which I thought was
agitating people.
From a little square like him, getting people to do shit like that.
You've watched some of those digital dailies, haven't you?
How are you
finding those digital dailies?
I watched one. I thought it was boring.
Boring? Oh.
Yeah.
So you watched one and didn't go back for any more?
No, but it wasn't a good week. You guys are just picking hair off me, which is
If
nice.
I don't pick it off you, I'll be picking it off my sofa later. So.
I think it was a bad time to watch it because things weren't going well, and it was just like, this.
But maybe this week, with the content we've seen, the digital dailies might be a bit more interesting. We might see a bit more insight into the misogyny.
I'll just get that on a podcast. So
not this one.
No, not this one. You just get God knows what.
We do need to do some apologies before we go on.
Oh no, what have we done?
Well, if anyone was offended last week, we obviously didn't try hard enough because you're still here, and we weren't here. We had a week off last week, so
if you were offended while we had the week off, then I don't know what to say to you.
Snowflake. I was off away up the high roads and the low roads in Scotland.
Eating haggis.
Yeah, I had battered haggis from the chip shop. Did I send you a picture of it?
No, thank God.
The length and girth was a shock.
They love to batter shit in Scotland, don't they? Fuck.
Pizza, get battered pizza, battered Mars bar.
Oh. You know I like a battered sausage. Ooh.
Yeah. Have you tried a battered Mars bar?
No, I don't understand how the battered Mars bar works. How does it stay? Does it go squidgy? It must do, right?
Yeah, it should.
Oh,
but I got it delivered once.
I'm hungover. I don't think we should be discussing this matter.
I had it not even in Scotland. I had it in East London, but I had it from like a Deliveroo.
Like a hipstery place.
I think it's just a chippy that happened to do it. But by the time it arrived, it had gone all like solid again, and it was just soggy batter in a weirdly deformed Mars bar inside. It was absolutely vile.
So yes, sorry we weren't.
Yeah, we weren't here, but there is more to come on that. Just not allowed to secret mission. So
watch this space. You're like one of the big people who've left Big Brother and says, "Oh, I've got some important projects in the pipeline."
Not the last you've seen of me.
Yeah, and you'll never see or hear of them again. Arissa turned us on to quite an interesting podcast.
Turned us on?
Yeah.
Ooh. Yes, she did.
The Reality Kingdom. I listened to a few of those.
It's just YouTube, isn't it?
No, I was listening to the podcast.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They were quite fun. And what I liked about them was they were saying something which I hadn't even thought of, which the fact I hadn't thought of this was stupid.
Well,
but they were saying like the intersectionality of the contestants is always on the minority side. So like, for example, you've got John Michael, he's Asian and he's gay.
Yeah.
So, it's two extra disadvantages, so to speak. No offence. But do you know what I mean? It's all those the intersectionalities are always on the. I suppose they would have to be, would they? But either way, it kind of puts you at a disadvantage.
It has to be
because. Say you're a gay guy and then you're like not one of the boys, so you're not in with the boys, but then you're not really in with the girls either. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What am I trying to say here?
There's no you can't carve a niche because you are the niche.
You are the niche, and you might be the niche in more ways than one, which puts you at a double thing. Yeah. Whereas if you're a white straight bloke, you're just on easy street.
True, there is that
obvious
because there's going to be more of your kind present.
Yeah.
But at the same time, here's where you're going to realise I don't know all the names yet. What's the name again? Santina.
Yeah.
And JM. They could have had something going. They were already bonding. They were talking about being fellow Asian players, and they didn't run with it. So, maybe, your intersectionality isn't always
because
always going to be to your advantage. I don't know, or you don't always use it.
No, but I don't think it is an advantage. I think it's a disadvantage, and I think it's like, for example, say you've got all the people of colour. Well, they're of colour, but they're not of the same colour. Do you know what I mean? So it's not like the Asian people were necessarily going to work with the black people or whatever.
Well,
whereas the
tell
white...
their ex about that.
Quiet. Whereas the white bros...
Hannah Chadha also had a question mark for a while.
Yeah. Oh, God. But the white bros always work together, and that's that.
Yeah,
not always, but mostly.
Though, isn't it?
Oh, God.
But not all of them. Jonathan's... got a bit ill at ease with Zach.
I was getting a bit nervous the first week. Let's just talk generally about the first week. Yeah. We can go through the notes briefly as well.
I haven't got any notes for that week, and I don't think it was a very eventful week.
It was just like bros. Santina basically being told
playing
what to
their
do.
game and also willingly being part of it. That was quite frustrating from Santina.
It was annoying. And then
has she seen the light? Do we think?
Seems like she has. Yeah. But then seeing like John Michael taken out like that, it was just sad because he seemed like a sweet guy and a good character.
But I do think he is potentially would have been a strong player. You can say that, but he went out first. So like, is he? Or is it just the way the cards fell? Like it was against him, like you said. The bros, there were too many. He was outnumbered. I think it was harder for him. Go on.
I don't think he helped himself by going to the bros and going, I'm going to get a bro out.
No, that was kind of stupid.
Not the best.
And to go out the door and go, well, I would have won. It's like, well, you're leaving first. So
that's like saying, oh, well, if I got another number on the lottery, I would have won it.
Yeah,
and no, you
redundant.
Wouldn't. No. What about that yellow main character energy, though?
Well, Pikachu's leaving Pokemon, so...
Oh, is he? Well, he's got a better offer. What's he doing? Off to Hollywood?
We were talking about this morning. Basically, like Ash and Pikachu, the main two. Ash is already... Spoiler if you're into the Pokemon series and you haven't watched
Ash? God, I don't even know about
Ash. The boy, Ash Ketchum with the cap.
Oh, right.
He's like won the league now, so he's they're no longer putting the focus on him. They're changing the main characters.
I see.
And this new Pikachu they've got has got like a cap on. He's called Captain Pikachu.
Oh no, we don't want that.
I don't
know anything about it, and I don't want that. You don't just put a hat on and give it a name change and expect me to deal with that. No.
That's what JM's going to do. Just come back with a hat on.
I hope so.
Captain JM.
What about this Suzette thing? Should we talk about that very briefly? I don't think that was interesting. That Suzette did an interview and she was saying when she went.
Did you listen to the interview?
No,
was she part of that panel?
She was, but I didn't. I forgot to watch the whole panel.
Too.
Although I might actually watch it, but I just saw the bit where they said she basically they took all her jewellery off her, like everything that showed she was like a native. How do you say it?
First Nationer.
First Nationer.
I didn't know this.
I thought she was Asian as well.
I thought she was Asian.
What the fuck? Why did we think that?
I think
probably
she presents as she could be Asian.
Canada wanted us to think that. Don't you think that's just like despicable?
What's very strange is finding out now that she's not Asian as I thought she was, when other First Nation people have been able to so strongly present as that and represent as that.
So what changed in between her and then that
Arissa, maybe?
That boring Damien guy, do you remember him?
Yeah, but his storyline was part of that, was like hamming up that he was the
First Nation. I know, that's what I mean.
But it felt like he was the First Nation person, the way they presented it.
That one must have stuck in Suzette's craw a bit, mustn't it?
Yeah, but the other thing is, you could be a First Nation person and not want to go and shout about it. But did she? Did she say she did want to?
Well, yeah, because they took all her clothes off of her that represented her culture.
Right, that's very odd.
That is so wrong.
I'm surprised she still agreed.
And so now I'm like, okay, when they go give respect to that hallowed land, I'm kind of like, well, so you fucking should.
Yeah, but
because that was disrespectful.
I think that's the difference, though.
Yeah,
like Arissa wasn't as involved, and maybe that's her influence.
I'm sure it is. I think Suzette actually said that. Yeah. But
shame actually Arissa wasn't on that panel, because I think Arissa's got plenty to bring to that discussion.
That would have been really interesting, actually.
Did that happen in America somewhere?
Oh yeah, because it had Azza and people like that on.
Yeah, I was going to say for sure.
Yeah. I think Big D was on it, maybe. Oh God, who cares what he thinks?
I was wondering what was that? It looked like sort of like Comic-Con for reality TV.
I'm actually going to go back and watch that because it is on my watch later on YouTube. So I'll come back with more information about that thing that was on a month ago next week. So let's have a quick look at the week we missed. Right, let's talk Germany.
Santina's HOH.
Have your opinion on people changed? Who are you liking? Who are you not liking?
That I felt kind of warm towards Santina because of her Thai connection, I think, more than anything. And I was quite into her. Go? And then I realised that her HOH was not her HOH at all, but she was willingly going along with it. Like, I don't know why she would think, as a woman player, a female player, that sounds weird, the female's become a bit icky, hasn't it?
Yeah. A lady player.
Yeah, that she would, like, fulfil the wish of the bros, as if that would serve her down the line.
No.
You don't fit in with them. In any sense.
We've seen this storyline so many times before, especially on BBUS. Women going along with the bros, they'll protect me, they'll protect me, they'll protect me.
Yeah.
And then you're always the first one out. You're always the first one to go out the bros. Because you can't win as much, because a lot of the comps are physical. And I think the comps have been quite physical so far this year as well. Which I thought Canada was moving away from.
Oh.
Don't you think it's been rather physical? Let's get physical.
I mean, less compared to Australia. It's nothing compared to that, is it? Like,
well, no.
Because it is a bit like, so last night we went to a bar which was a fun fair theme.
That's why I'm hungover.
A lot of it is like hand-eye coordination stuff, and I think Canada's quite big on that.
That rolling the ball one, that reminded me of Big Brother.
A lot of those games we played last night reminded me of competitions, and some people commented on my stories and said, Alfie said, like, this one where we had to throw balls in like a trash can, which lid open and closed. He was like,
or a rubbish bin, as we would say.
Yeah, he was like, this is like double eviction BB can comp.
Yeah,
like,
it was.
Do it quick.
It was.
And then Molly said that one was like an HOH comp, and I thought literally as I was playing, I was like, this is like BB can.
Yeah, it was. Especially what there was one where you had to roll the balls, and it was like you get 20 points, 40 points, 100 points. I was thinking, if I was on Big Brother, I would be absolutely fucked.
Honestly, though, a fun, fair theme for Big Brother would be great, because you could do every comp like that.
Didn't they have a fun, fair theme on... That's really hard to say, fun, fair theme. Because they had Zoltar and all that, didn't they?
Yeah, we had...
Mr... What was that thing? The clown.
Big Writer. Bob Writer.
And there was a... What was that clown thing called? Mr. Pickles or something? Mr. Chuckles or something?
Yeah, Mr. Chuckles.
Fuck me! My brain.
Yeah, that was...
still functioning.
That was BB11, the last Channel 4 series.
Jesus Christ, it's all still in there. You just got to unlock it.
Anyway, come out when you've got dementia.
God. So Santina started getting on my nerves, like referring to herself in the third person. She was being so high energy, just like annoying. She's on my shit list. Although she might be getting back now.
I don't know what it is, but I've been feeling a little bit like the diary rooms are a bit staged.
Yeah.
No, but I feel like Canada's not usually as bad as it feels this week.
Right.
Like, I feel like Santina's just been delivering lines.
Yeah, loudly.
Rather than giving her true thoughts and feelings. I don't feel like I'm seeing her as a self.
She doesn't have true thoughts and feelings. She just does what Zach tells her to do. Although, she has turned, so we shall see. So, Kuzi is my favourite.
Oh, Kuzi's great. Because Kuzi's very normal.
Is Kuzi
don't you think?
The ooey gooey chocolate cookie? That's what Jack keeps calling her. Apparently that's what she said on her intro package.
Well, it's potentially very offensive.
Well, that's what she referred to herself as.
I mean, I do remember Dan cringing at something someone said, so it might have been that. She's also Big Daddy.
I like the way I like the way she talks.
It's like borderline British, but with a...
Yeah, it's good. She's cool.
A nice flair to it.
She's got the entertainment factor because she's different to everyone else. She seems to have a smart head on her shoulders, game-wise, and she's in with the people who I like as well. So
yeah, but that alliance is not looking good, is
no.
it? It's the middle people.
Hopefully it's changing. I'll tell you a surprising person who I like.
Zach. Yeah.
Don't you think
I was going to say Vanessa for a minute.
Don't you think Zach's actually a good character?
I mean, I don't like him.
I don't like him.
But he's good TV.
If he goes, you'll miss him.
Yeah.
If he goes,
it'll be
boring.
I need him for a bit, but not too long.
Yeah, you're right. I don't think he's going to last to jury. I think he'll go this week or next.
Imagine living with that. It's very overbearing.
It's so fucking annoying. It's just like, just that energy
it's completely delusional.
Yeah, just that controlling. But
also, I was saying to Dan, like there was that confrontation where he was like shouting down from the
from the rafters at Jonathan. Yeah,
and I thought, I bet Jonathan could lay him out.
Oh god, yeah, and then came down and like shook his hand. Yeah, because Zach's about 2 foot tall. So.
I know.
But as a villain, I think he's a good villain to have.
I'm surprised Canada's found someone like that, aren't you? Because Canada's quite nice usually.
Yeah, but it's good to have. I think we need someone to hate. I think it gives
do you know what?
life.
I just remembered as well. I'm just going to backtrack on the intersectionality point.
Yeah,
Gary did okay.
Gary,
I think it depends on the strength of the player.
Gary Glitter.
You know, the intersectionality is not always against you.
No, it's not. But the intersectionality is always on the minority side because I think it has to be by definition.
It does, because like, what are you going to have? Well, I guess you could have.
Well,
maybe
you could be
like,
a straight lesbian, I suppose, couldn't you?
Or also, you could be like
Straight. No, you can't be a straight lesbian.
a white lesbian.
A white lesbian is what I meant to say.
Like a white amputee or a white deaf person.
Yes,
or
that's
whatever.
true. Yeah, but where are those people? They ain't there. What do you think of
disability? Is the one thing we're not seeing represented on Big Brother Canada yet. I don't think.
Yeah, like Vanessa's got alopecia. That don't really count.
No, I don't think it's disability.
What do you think of Vanessa? Then?
I'm glad she went off.
Yeah, it was fun, wasn't it?
And that's what I want to see in Big Brother is like real human emotions. I feel like generally in this version, gameplay always comes first. But when someone gets emotional about it, that's the kind of thing that I'm interested in, to see how they're really coping in this thing.
Yeah, definitely.
And the way she just went off and tried to blow up was great.
It was funny.
I keep looking at her and she reminds me of Jade. Do you get that?
Oh, because she's bald.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's just very, very similar. Aesthetically.
The winner's outfit for Santina was absolutely hideous, but I can't remember what it was now. So she got the Wendy's breakfast from Vermont. Well, it's a bit boring, isn't it?
Isn't it that they are bringing them in order of like whether they won HOH on that week?
Oh, are they?
Something like that.
Yeah, some weird choices. We'll come on to that later. So then, did you know what Veni Vidi Vici means? That's written on the HOH door.
Oh no, but I did wonder.
I looked it up. Oh, I didn't write it down here, but I wrote it down later. So watch your
okay,
space, people.
Still to come.
Then they got handcuffed together. That wasn't very interesting.
It lasted about 5 minutes.
Someone was farting a lot, which was annoying.
Hope.
Then we saw the start of the Claudia and Ty showmance. This Ty guy is
toxic as hell.
Me and you didn't like him from the start.
No.
His hair, bad hair, the wig,
toupee.
Now, can we comment on his boobs? Because fuck me.
Well,
that guy's got boobs.
Has he? I think he's got a nice body. But
no,
I think that's
he has not.
Got.
He's got a C cup.
He probably used to be a bit on the overweight side.
I think he's got that condition that some men can get.
Oh, the extra tissue.
Yeah, that
I've
don't
got
look
that
like
on one side.
That don't look like pecs to me. That looks like a womanly curve.
I'm gonna say I think he does a lot of work in the gym.
I'm gonna say he's an absolute twat. I cannot stand him.
Getting annoyed. Are we at the jumper section?
Oh, no, hold on, we'll get to that. Right. What's that? Oh, the Bell Air Safety was given to Claudia. I was quite surprised about that.
I need to mention Claudia, because on the first episode you were like, Beth. When I see her, all I can think of is Beth. So I now think her name's Beth.
But
what is the name of that girl?
She does have, it's the sound of their bellies.
Yeah, we need a window open because it's warm.
Yeah, because Gaz doesn't turn his heating down. Claudia actually though isn't as bad as I thought she was going to be, and I think she does want to go against the boys, and I don't think when Ty is trying to like control her, I don't think she listens. I think she's sort of in one ear and out the other. But we'll see.
One thing I do think she's punching though.
With him,
yeah, he's an asshole, but like. Come on.
No.
They don't look right together.
Yeah, I think he'll be punching her at some point with his fucking attitude. Well, it's true. That's how these things start. Believe me, that's an absolute fact. Who said this? That woman looks like a platypus. That must have been Jack. I don't know who that was about. Right, Zach to saying about JM, cancer spreads if you don't cut it out immediately.
I'm sure we've heard that before.
Yeah, Mitch Muffin gave a speech about how he was going to cut the cancer out of the house, which was, I can't remember who it was about. The Pax Brothers, maybe. That would just be a what's the word I'm looking for? Malignant. No, what's the opposite of malignant? Benign cancer on their part. Santina's going, oh yeah, these norms are my choice, yeah, whatever. So the backdoor plan for JM is in place.
We can't deny though that Zach is a masterful controller and gaslighter.
Oh, he is, yeah. Even had the gummy bears out.
Yeah.
I like that little snook area where they go and chat. That's a nice little area,
the new bit
isn't
where
it?
you want them to go down the back of the sofa, don't you?
Yeah, well, maybe they will.
I don't think that goes anywhere.
What about Renee? She's a bit boring, isn't she?
Which one's that?
One who supposedly likes makeup and then don't wear any makeup ever.
She's nominated. She can go. I'd like her to go. Oh no, she survived eviction.
Yeah, we've seen the eviction.
Damn it. Maybe she should go next.
Yeah, she is.
No, I'm not into her.
She's boring, isn't she? Zach said, I enjoy being a man of influence. I've written here, imagine if he gets HOH. Imagine if he got HOH. Oh my God.
It would be good, actually.
Yeah.
I think that's what we need to happen, because I think he'd really screw himself over.
Yeah, he would.
He'd go full Frenchie, you know?
He'll go the full Tom Plant. Zach's saying about having a skill set, please. You're not The Apprentice. Rob needs to trim his eyebrows a bit. Don't you think they were getting a bit wild?
That's part of his look, though.
Is it?
The bold eyebrow.
The bold eyebrow is fine, but they were raggedy on the edge.
That between his VT and the house, he cut his hair. Like, he had long hair in the VT.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
I'd like to see that. Santina said to Zach, hello, boss man, and he said, I do look good today.
What?
I think Shania, is her name Shania?
Shania.
Fancies Rob. Well, you can forget about that now.
Has Santina got showmance or not?
I thought she was quite huggy-feely with Rob just before he left.
I thought so.
Did you go and watch the player pick online?
No, Dan was really confused. Like, we've got to watch something on the website. I was like, no, it's fine.
Oh, what about Hope now? What are our thoughts on Hope? You weren't that keen on him at first, and I was quite pro him.
I mean, putting himself... Oh, no, I've just remembered
Don't you think
how butthurt he was for not winning the comp, putting himself up.
Yeah.
But I'm glad he didn't win it.
Don't you think he's a bit annoying?
He's annoying.
Yeah. He's too much.
A bit too keen.
And then he's
eager.
like, it takes everything personally as well.
He needs a sedative.
Just chill out, mate. The veto is uglier than ever.
Oh, the dagger.
Oh,
it looks like something right out of the Traitors.
Why is it so big? It's just stop.
Imagine hiding that down your pants.
What is this? What was this comp? Another sexist physical comp. This comp makes me feel sick. What's happening?
You're going to have to give me more than that. Did it
it's not very
involve some
helpful,
balls or
slop
a puzzle?
slime? Something about... Oh, that's to throw slime into a bucket or something. And it
sounds like
filled up. It does sound like
bar
that
we were in
thing we
last
were playing.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
And have to fill something up and then decant it into
that was gross.
container.
I did not like that.
Was that have not competition?
That was veto competition. There is no have not competition. What century are you in?
I remember the day.
What's this, Zach? You guys can think what you want. It's absurd, and walked off.
That's top gaslighting.
Don't you think that Zach guy, as soon as things don't go his way, he's like, oh, I'm not ready to have this conversation right now, and just goes. Funny.
Man, baby.
Ty needs subtitles, I've put here. Oh, yeah,
his enunciation is appalling.
It's a mouthful of marbles, that guy.
I knew you would say that. I said that out for you were going to say that.
He does. Don't you think it's a fun expression? Yeah, this is the sweater section. Right.
The sweater section.
Right, so Ty is upset. Oh, he goes to Claudia. Oh, I'm just trying to figure out what kind of player you are. And she's like, what? What does that mean? Oh, and then he's like, oh, you're walking around wearing another man's sweater. What do you think about this?
Well, absolutely ridiculous. Like,
red flag alert.
Well, for one thing, he's not trying to work out what kind of a player she is.
No, that's
He's
true.
He's kind of trying to work out how committed she is to him.
Yeah, they're not going out.
No, but apparently all you need to do is stroke him on the knee and then it's game on.
All they do is swap clothes and shit in Big Brother house, don't they? They're always wearing each other's.
Yeah, because it's like hardly any clothes. Oh, hang on. Winners is always sending new clothes.
Oh, yeah, but no one wants to wear those clothes. He said apparently this is growth on his part, that he's bringing this up to her. If you say so. And I think she was just like...
He's got a very threatening demeanour.
Yeah.
He also threatened Anika as well.
Yeah, he comes across like... He just comes across like, you do as I say, but he doesn't offer anything. He's got no charm, no charisma.
Yeah.
He's just...
skulking
in the corner there.
I don't really even hear him sort of promising to back her up in the game.
No, and he doesn't tell her anything, and then she gives him information and he runs off back to Zach. I hate him. I hope he goes soon.
Whose jumper was it?
Rob's. So no wonder he was fucking jealous.
Why.
Yeah.
But then I think he'd be the same if it was anyone's.
It reminded me of jealous Jared getting jealous about Kelsey and one of the Pax brothers. There's a throwback for you.
Yeah. Exactly. Can't remember Jared.
Oh, he was like the young Emmett. He was like a young, curly-haired, ready-cheeked Emmett.
Yeah.
The outdoor purple couches look super comfy, I've said here. There you go. That was it for that episode. What do you think about Arissa being behind these gates and having all this fauna and flora on the stage? It's nice, isn't it?
Well, there's no audience there, so you can put a gate there, can't you?
A good bit of drama,
Nice bit of gatekeeping.
Arissa was wearing a green midi dress this time. Do you remember that?
No, I remember the pink dress.
I can't remember it. Oh, yeah, we'll talk about the pink dress later. JM is on the block now. You lied and gaslit me. Yeah. Kyle was wearing a teacher fleece. Ooh. Oh yeah, they had a flashback of Santina saying to JM, "If you're 100% safe," because they won the thing together, didn't they? Traitor. JM said, "I don't know who got into your ear," and Santina said, "It's my own thoughts." Yeah, okay. And JM said, "No one respects you," to her. Good. Things are rebelling up in his brain, he said.
Oops.
Santina found a clue that said the unseen game.
Oh yeah, in the book.
Yeah.
And then hid it back on the shelf.
And the dog went...
Oh yeah, the eyes moved. I like that. That dog's going to talk eventually, isn't it?
I hope so. Dan S is on the block as well. What do we think about Dan S? He's the one with the annoying earring and the bad hair.
Is this a gay man? Is he gay?
No.
No? He's a straight man?
He's a straight man.
Is he the DJ Wombat or whatever?
Zamo or something. Zabo.
You said you liked his music.
I said it's okay. It didn't make it onto my rave mix, but I was tempted. Yeah. Just for the the big brother of it all.
Maybe he's bi. Is he straight?
Something's up, isn't it?
There's your intersectionality amongst the white guys. What do we think of him? I mean, I think he's going to be potentially a strong player. I don't think he's an entertaining character.
I think he's rather boring. I do think he's fit, though, but...
He's got a nice build.
Body. His clothes are just terrible.
Are they? I've not been looking that closely.
They're awful.
He's got a nose ring. Earring.
He's got a horrible earring that he's always wearing. He's even wearing it on his Spotify thing. Hold on, what's happening? Daniel wants an exciting season, but isn't doing shit. Oh yeah, Daniel is the bigger guy. I actually kind of like him now.
He's alright, but he
sort of sits around like, do you know what I mean?
He's a bit of a big D.
Actually,
he came in being like, I'm the main character, but I'm going to sit around and do nothing.
If I picture him either lying or sitting down, which is not a good sign, I don't think. And it's like, people can come and campaign to me, but it's like, well, get off your ass and you do something.
Yeah, he's upset at being an outlying player, but he's not playing, so...
No.
What do you expect?
Kuzi wants to say...
Also, let's not forget, he came in saying he was an icon and a legend.
Yeah, come on. Mm-hmm. Kuzi wants to save JM and give him a pep talk. Claudia said, I feel like the guys are walking all over us. So I did think maybe JM had a chance. It was a fucking sheep vote.
Yeah, why didn't they rally? Because I really thought, for JM to be on side with the girls...
Yeah.
That other sort of wayward alliance as well, they outnumber the bros.
Yeah, but then they're always like, oh, well, next week we'll do it.
It's like,
no, you don't get that chance next week.
Who was the other option?
Dan S or Renee, yeah.
Oh, yeah, because it was the dead last
split vote. That's the thing, that does muddy the waters a little bit.
Yeah, but you can't. You've got to just unite and go for it. Yeah, pile on.
Claudia's in trouble with Ty again. He's asking her if there's a girls' alliance. He said, I'm just asking and you're being very defensive. Twat. I don't see you telling her any of your game.
No, do you think Ty's just using this as a game thing? Do you think he's actually not invested in her emotionally at all, but wants to control her anyway?
I think he does fancy her, but it's just an oath. But Claudia didn't give him any information, which was good. Ty then wanted to get Renee out. JM is doing a decent campaign. He wants to work with the powerful women of BB. And he's worried about the Pretty Boys 2.0. So was I. Renee's finally put some makeup on. Nice glittery dress. DJ Zabo should go. He's boring. Then it was the sheep vote for Jay-Z. Sorry, Jay-Z. You've been evicted from the lift. Cusie was wearing some yellow sort of dandelion.
I thought it was a Marmite lid, didn't you? From a distance, like a Marmite lid.
That would be a bit niche. You've been evicted from the Big Brother Canada Manor.
Manor.
Do you like that?
Yeah, I do. You know what I don't like?
Yeah.
The dead last twist is over.
Oh,
why is the dead last twist over? Just do it all series.
You can't do it all. You can't have 3 people on the block all series.
I can.
You can, but it won't. Eventually, you'll run out of people. Yeah, when J.M. goes, honestly, I probably would have won. It's like, yeah, woulda, coulda, shoulda, whatever. J.M. said he had the house clocked. And nothing from his interview. Any last words?
You don't get anything out of those interviews anyway, do you?
Right. The interviews have been longer than usual. And then I'm like, bring back the one question interviews. These interviews are boring.
There was a bad edit on that Rob one as well.
I was saying to Jack, it's funny because on BB UK, when people went, it was like a 20-minute interview, and it was interesting because you show them the bits of the house,
review of their time.
They get a proper grilling. It takes 2 to tango, and do you know what I mean? It's
Here's
a bit
your
of
best bits.
It's a soft soap, isn't it, on Big Brother Canada? Unfortunately,
Soft soap.
Yeah, you don't get any. Why'd you do this?
No,
Why'd you do that?
no.
It's just like
Actually, even Judy probably asks a few more deep questions than Larissa gets to ask. But
Come on, Larissa, give these people some shit.
No, I think we have to go to the website to watch the whole thing, or TikTok or something.
Oh, we go on the website and Marissa's like, why the fuck did you do this? Like, really grilling them. Yeah, right.
Shine a light in their eyes.
Yeah. So then we had the start of the HOH comp. It was another physical comp, and it was old clown shoe times where they had to get balls out of a thing and stand in the queue for the post office by the looks of things.
Fuck.
Run up and down and throw balls into like a basketball hoop type thing.
Oh, down the slide?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you think that looked like the post office?
The queue for the post office. Oh, yeah. Because it had the sort of... what's that called?
Yeah, I don't know.
Accordion style queuing system.
Yeah.
Like a theme park, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the worst when you go like, oh, this is a short queue.
Yeah,
and you get around the corner.
There's always another bit hidden, isn't
longer.
there? The way they do it is quite clever, actually. And then I noticed Taryn was taking umbrage with Arissa saying someone is always watching at the end and saying, you don't get to say that anymore. You don't get to say that anymore.
People...
Jack's
it's still the catchphrase, and Big Brother is always watching, so shut up.
Jack loves it when she says that, so...
I think she's toned it down now. I haven't seen her doing the
she did a half-hearted one after the Rob interview.
What's this called?
The salute, yeah. No, she did a bit of a shit. Arissa, bring it back full on.
I feel
fuck those people.
Yeah, because I think Arissa's toned it down in being apologetic about
fuck
it.
That. Fuck
and
that.
I think Arissa needs to commit to the someone is always watching.
Yeah, you could say someone is always watching, even if it's only production.
Yeah. And someone is always watching, but not you.
Yeah.
Just rub it in, Arissa.
Do that.
Yeah, please do the salute next time. And if you do it, we'll be claiming credit for that coming back.
Yes, we shall.
Think of us.
So that was it for the first 1 week done. Woo, in 30 minutes. That wasn't bad.
God.
That was quite good. Good job it wasn't a very interesting week.
No. I do feel sorry for JM for going, because I think JM had a lot of passion for the show.
Yeah, he did.
Because, basically, look at who's there compared to him. Fucking Anika. What is the point?
I actually think she might be a good character. Well, she seems a bit of an arsehole that week. That's what I want. Who was she trying to go
clueless.
after? Oh, she was dragging JM through the mud and then being nice to his face.
She really had it in for JM.
I quite enjoyed that.
Oh, yeah, okay. I see that.
I think she might have a bit of a side to her, which I don't mind seeing.
The thing is, I think some people have an issue with her not knowing the game and not having watched it or anything like that. And I think that's actually a good thing. Because if we always have people that know the game inside out, it gets boring and it plays out the same way year after year.
Shout out Jordan Parha. Yeah, there's nothing worse than a boring old superfan droning on about seasons past.
Shit, talking myself out of a casting.
No, you need a couple of those people, but you don't want 12 people like that. No. You want a few bartenders who are just there for their looks, don't you?
Yeah, or just some older person who's just there because they're retired or whatever.
Yeah.
There's no one like that either.
What about old man Jerry?
Is this guy you were posting about?
Yeah, did you see? He's 90 now and he wants to come back.
Bring him back.
Honestly, he is so fucking funny.
Offensive as hell.
Oh, yeah, he was even at the time. Absolutely nuts. Yeah, they probably wouldn't be allowed to bring him back. So, right, you can talk us through the next week.
Oh, okay. Can we just have a quick break? Yeah.
Let's have a little
breather.
A little breather.
Right, we'll be back in a minute.
Back with all the action. Oh?
Oh, yeah, we're back, are we?
We're back.
Hello.
We're back to talk about week 2.
Caught me off guard, as Jedward once said.
Oh.
Right, so this next episode was just the aftermath of James' eviction.
Yeah.
Don't you think it shook everyone a little bit? People were a bit
everyone
surprised, like, oh, how could we do this?
Yeah, had buyer's remorse. It's like, well, you're the ones who did it, and every single one of you did it, so you...
it was a clean sweep.
Yeah, you can't be pointing fingers. It's like, oh, we shouldn't have done that. Yeah. How annoying would that be if you were JM at home and people were saying that?
Really
like,
frustrating.
Fuck off.
Especially people that you like.
Yeah, it's irritating.
Kuzi, in particular, was kind of annoyed at Zach taking control of the nominations, right? And she said that Zach and Santina were faking, like, being sad over JM going. And she was like, this is it. Like, I'm not playing anyone else's game. Like, this is the point where I'm done.
Good.
I'd like to recap how she voted at the end of this next episode.
Did she do another sheep vote? It wasn't a sheep vote, was it? It was a split vote.
I think she still got rid of Rob.
For God's sake.
To be confirmed. Well, should I check now?
For God's sake.
Is that too much?
Oh, yeah, she said, I'm not voting with the house again. And she said that to Rob.
Let me double check. Kuzi...
And the girl
voted Rob out.
For God's sake. And she can't be trusted then. And the girl said they almost flipped the vote, but decided not to. Stupid. This is what happens, and then they don't have enough numbers, and the boys just pick them off, and then.
Am I on the right episode? Because I got that slide POV.
No, we don't need that.
Did I confuse our tasks earlier? You said it was like the post office queue.
Yeah, we've already done that. Oh, unless...
That's because they started it at the end of the episode.
Oh, they were showing a bit more of it. There you go.
I wrote the costume designer must be gay because only the guys have got a sheer window in their blouse. Someone called it a blouse.
So those things what they were wearing, have you got it?
They were like circus costumes.
Oh, they were so unflattering, especially for some people more than others.
I think the men generally look pretty good in them.
Or not everyone.
Okay.
I'm glad you got the scoreboard because I like seeing that scoreboard with all the scores on.
Yeah,
I got the scoreboard. You don't normally see that, do you? I'd be taking down, oh, this person's good, get them out, get them out, get them out, get them out, get them out.
Excuse me. Can you just fill for a second?
Excuse me, listeners, we went out yesterday, as you've heard, and we had a rather lovely night. I had a lovely Skittles cocktail, and now we're slightly hungover. We had chips for breakfast, which probably wasn't a good idea.
I had cereals followed by the rest of Lindsay's chips. I think that's what's coming back to bite me on the arse now.
Oh, God.
Dear me. Roberto is crying at the end of the comp, is he?
Oh, yeah.
Why?
They were all like they're just kind of mounting. Hope was crying.
Well, it was an hour long.
They were all
Imagine
crying.
going up and down that slide for an hour.
I wouldn't last 5 minutes. Yeah, they were being very dramatic, everyone. It's like, wow, chill out.
Shall we go through the scoreboard just to see who the physical threats are? Is this physical comp? It is.
Yeah, I'd say so.
So Dan S was the top, followed by Roberto. So Roberto wasn't even the top physical threat and he's gone. But Dan S was in power, wasn't he? So Ty next. Jonathan. Then Hope. Then Daniel C.
Men.
Yeah, all the men there. But then Kuzi. Kuzi's the strongest woman.
Good.
Shania.
Yeah.
Vanessa.
Oh.
Sorry, Shania. Vanessa, Claudia, and then Zach.
Oh.
He's rubbish.
Short ass.
Anika and Renee was last.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
That probably secures Renee for a while. Do you not think?
Like, yeah, she's just a porn. She's going to be a porn star, isn't she? Yeah. She's just going to sit there and just take it.
Hope is worried because Dan S doesn't like him. Oh, does he have a showman? Does Hope have a showmance with Shania?
No, I thought Shania liked Rob.
Oh,
I don't think
is Shania the one with the very dark hair
and the big forehead?
Big
well, that's the best way to describe her. She's pretty.
Zach said it's the best case scenario. We're going big fish hunting. You don't hunt a big fish, do you?
Well, you can do. You don't hunt it though. You catch it.
Rob is the target.
Hey.
Roberto and Jonathan are worried about Dan S's power. Yeah, they started to get a bit like twitchy, but didn't do much about it.
I was surprised because I thought the boys were all working together, but it seems like it was just certain boys working together. Yeah, to be fair to Rob, no. To be unfair to Rob, well, just to say what happened with Rob, he did fuck all week. He didn't bother to fight to save himself. He panics at the last minute, gave a shit speech when he was on the block, and when he went, I just thought, whatever. Because, eye candy, fine, but tidy up those eyebrows and then we'll talk.
Zach giving it the don't worry about it, we're fine to Roberto. He was like, this is like, we actually don't need to talk about this because it's not even something to worry about. That's masterful, to be honest. Letter from Dad. Anything about that?
Hold on. Hope said he's not going to kiss arse. Well, that's stupid. You have to kiss arse in Big Brother. So anyone who says that, they can go as far as I'm concerned.
Hope said he was going to win on the comps, but he didn't.
Hope is, just like when he doesn't win.
Hope's masculinity has been knocked because he didn't win the comp. He feels that he let down the boy. What? Who's the boy? Canada and his brother.
Oh, God.
Hope said, we never should have gone after John. He wasn't a threat. People didn't like him.
Oh.
Do you remember this conversation?
No.
Is that the reason that he went? Wasn't actually anything to do with the game? It's that people didn't actually like him.
Didn't like him.
Yeah.
Why? Jealous of his main character energy.
Too much yellow.
I've got something to say about Hope. A lookalike of Hope.
Gosh. Okay.
I'm going to show you the picture.
Tense.
You should be.
No, don't.
No. It's nothing like that. Hope's hair reminds me of this. It's nothing offensive.
I like Hope's hair.
Yeah, but I like it, but it's unusual. But doesn't it remind you of this a bit? Hold on.
Oh God, the tension is palpable.
Do you know what that is?
That's Predator.
Don't you think it's got a bit of a look at the top?
No,
a bit of a
That's highly offensive.
A predator vibe.
That's so offensive.
Listeners, look at Predator. Every time I see Hope's hair, I think of this. Is that offensive?
Well, Predator's look does look a bit like dreads or whatever.
Predator's look like a predator's been down the salon. I don't know. I said to Jack, Hope's hair reminds me of something alienish. Do you know what I mean? Because it makes his head look funny shape. Because it's.
I think this is offensive.
Just help me dig myself out of this hole.
I don't know how.
And then Jack said, it's Predator, and then showed me that picture of Predator.
Well, I get that it's got like a shape to it, but that's just the way it's styled, isn't it?
Listeners, look that up, and if you disagree with me, let me know. But I don't mean anything bad by it. It's just what it reminded me of. Look, you did way worse last podcast. So.
Oh, I did not.
Just saying.
I think that might be worse than you realise.
Oh, shit. Oops. Apologies, no offence.
So, yeah, he was crying because he lost the comp.
Yeah.
It was a bit embarrassing, wasn't it? Because you don't need to win every comp. And also, it's not good for your game to win every comp.
No, and then he's like later on he was going, I got so ripped before I came in, I did this, I did that.
Oh, did he?
Everyone knows you're not supposed to say that shit. You're supposed to put on a baggy jumper and hide the fact you've got muscles. Look at that guy in Big Brother Australia who came in and was doing all those handstands and shit.
Oh, Sabong.
Yeah, he didn't last 5 minutes, did he?
No, a leaf out of Sabong's bit.
Handstand. It was a bit more than that, I think.
The one-handed handstand. Hope wants to be put up so he can play in the POV and prove himself.
That was stupid.
He said he wants to prove himself so the guys can have faith in him. It's pathetic. Just desperate for attention. Not desperate for attention, desperate for approval.
And then like 5 minutes later, it was like, oh, actually, I don't want to go up.
It was day 15. Is Shania selling dump him teas online? She's got about 5.
I was wondering about that myself, actually. What's happening?
Shania, sorry. The middle is Daniel, Anika, Renee, Vanessa, and Dan S. But Daniel is worried, and he wants to get in with the boys.
Oh, Daniel does?
Apparently.
Is
that true?
Get off his arse and try.
I heard him saying he doesn't want any man running him.
Yeah,
so.
I thought he was going to work with the women.
Maybe I'm confused. Zach said that Hope and Renee are the same easy targets. He wants to target Roberto.
Oh.
Zach, by the way.
But Zach, you're not HOH. But, well, you are.
Proxy
yeah.
HOH. Dan S is taking Zach to Wendy because they're besties. Dan S and Zach are besties.
Are they?
Apparently.
Hold on. I don't know Wendy's yet. Zach with his top off. Ooh, I've written.
Don't remember that.
Oh, hold on. The winners. You've missed the very important bit. Dan S getting his clothes from winners. I thought one of these things might be up your street.
I don't remember.
The lightning bolt T-shirt with the repeating pattern.
Maybe a few years ago.
But then he was wearing it with the plaid shirt and ripped jeans.
Oof,
it looks like,
I
mean, Dan S's style is diabolical anyway, but to put him in that...
It's like he fell out of a charity shop.
It was an affront to humanity. Someone at this point said, want to come hang out and pop zits? No, thank you.
I haven't got any better offers.
Oh yeah, Veni Vidi, whatever the fuck it is, translates as, I came, I saw, I won.
That's good, but they should have translated "you can" and "you will" into Latin.
Yeah, they should have actually. Blah, blah, blah. Oh yeah, this is when I called Hope Mope instead. I think that's good.
Yeah, that's
or
good.
Hopeless.
Yeah, losing hope, potential title.
Yeah, they've still got so many titles. I actually thought he was going to walk at one point.
I thought he was.
He sort of like walked up with purpose. I thought, is he actually going? He's like, get a grip, man. Anika and Daniel had a talk, but I missed what they were saying.
That's the Middle People Alliance, I think.
Is Wendy's breakfast every time now? You can only get breakfast at Wendy's.
No.
Yeah, have you not noticed? That's all they've been ordering, breakfast.
In the show they're only ordering breakfast.
Show, yeah.
I thought you just meant any time you go to Wendy's now it's just breakfast. They're like, you've got no burgers. Sorry.
Honestly, that's all they've been having, breakfast.
That's weird.
Yeah,
so
like
they're doing
hash
like
browns
morning.
and shit.
That's because they really want to hammer that breakfast, don't they?
Obviously, no one's buying it.
Because that window in the pantry still says now serving breakfast, which was the new promo last year.
Yeah.
I said to Gary, I should be still serving breakfast.
Yeah, you're right. Anyway.
Gary said it's no, because they're serving it now.
Who was there to dish up the breakfast?
Not Chris's mom. It should have been Jill. Was it named Jill?
No.
Nice
so I
to
can't
meet
remember that was.
Nice to meet you, Jill.
That honestly, that will never ever not make me laugh watching that. Whose idea was it to bring him back? Did you see his hair? He looked like Hulk Hogan.
He looked like Billy Goat's gruff.
That guy, we were denied so much good TV.
You know why he's had to grow that beard?
Why?
Because everyone talks to him about that time he forgot who his mum was, and now you can't recognise him.
Now when he goes around his mum's house, his mum's like, "Who's it?" That guy, I still feel gutted to this day that we didn't see more of him. What a great character that guy was. An absolute nutter.
Doofus.
A brain, what was he, a brain training expert or something?
Is he?
A mind, yes.
Right, so I'm not downloading that app.
Yeah, that was weird that he served at the breakfast. But probably when Dan S went back, I was like, who the fuck was that? Don't you reckon?
Yeah.
No one would remember who that was.
Did he win an HOH though? I'm sure
he must have
they're
done.
winners that are coming back.
They were showing some clips of him doing random stuff.
That's all we need. Oh, we did see the mum clip though, didn't we?
Yeah. Oh god, cool.
Got to bring that out.
That is so fucking good. I'll never get over that moment. Never. So then Zach was while they're trying to enjoy their Wendy's breakfast, Zach has got the gummy bears out and is saying, "Do this,
was that
this,
then?
and this," doing a bit of war strategy.
Oh yeah, you're right. For tiers of the people that you trust.
Yeah, the next tier of people. We were like, "Oh my god, imagine speaking about people like that in
Well,
tiers."
he's doing. He's a businessman. He's doing an organisation structure.
Yeah.
With the gummy bears.
Get the org chart out.
Yeah, exactly.
We're making you redundant. Sorry. See you later.
I'm too tired to make notes now, but I have got some more notes. So
He was encouraging Dan to
Rob,
do a backdoor and make your move soon. Is Dan actually buying this crap? I've asked, but he actually was.
Yeah.
Imagine you're HOH, someone comes in there telling you what to do. Wouldn't you be like, "Fuck off"?
I don't know how he's doing it. Masterful.
He must have some charm about him. He doesn't appear to have any on
Perhaps
screen.
He's got the spinning eyes. Like, eyes.
He's got the mist.
Mm.
And then what happened? Something about Rob.
Did Rob actually say they should get Dan out next to Zach?
Yeah, I don't know if Zach made that up. It's possible. I can't imagine Rob saying anything. Just like sitting around looking pretty.
No, yeah, Rob hasn't done shit. Who's Rob?
Rob's campaigning is shit. Rob in Diary Room, congratulations, you've won 2 HOHs. Oh, about Zach. I think Rob's got wind that Zach's coming after him.
So why such a weak game? If you've uncovered it, go to work.
Yeah, exactly. No, just sat around with no socks
over.
on and shoes on that looked uncomfortable to wear without socks.
Yeah.
Silly.
Maybe he had the little invisible socks.
I fucking hate those little socks.
Dan wears those all the time.
Oh, they're so annoying.
Always are slipping off.
They
the
always
amount of times
go
he has
down.
to stop
Yeah.
and like pull it back out over the ankle.
That's why I don't wear those
not
socks.
even ankle. What is that? Ball of the foot. That's not a ball.
Pre-ankle.
Is that the ball?
Yeah, that is sock.
Is that the ball?
I'm not sure actually. Anatomy or orgasm is it?
I should know this shit. So the noms were Renee and Hope. Hope was obviously self-nominating.
Oh yeah, even though he tried to backtrack.
Doing the Tim Dormer.
Yeah.
Did it work out for Hope in the same way?
Well, no, because he still went up.
Yeah, but Tim put himself on the block
Oh,
and survived
yeah.
eviction. But like, I don't think Hope gets the glory out of it, does he?
I don't think these two are in the same
Ballpark.
stratosphere.
No. And then at the end, I fell asleep. So
Ty's got bigger boobs than Claudia, I've written here. Also, a hairy back. I really got it in for him now. She's talking to him, and he's looking over his shoulder. She was trying to say something to him, and he said, "Oh, wait and find out." He's so gruff with her.
yeah,
Horrible.
no respect.
No, he treats her like dirt. Renee still got no makeup on. I'm starting to think at this point maybe she forgot her makeup bag because there's no other explanation for it. Oh yeah, I think Marsha the Moose took it off her at customs. That's my working theory. Dan moaning that being HOH is hard. Oh, I never expected being HOH was going to be this hard.
Don't worry, you weren't doing any of the work. It was Zach.
Yeah, and it's worse being on the block. The dump him t-shirt keeps changing colour. The noms were Hope and Renee. Renee muttering under her breath. Hope is not happy, but you literally asked for it. Oh, Renee going on about her bootay. My bootay is on the block.
She needs to stop.
My bootay is coming off the block. You haven't even got a bootay.
No.
You've got a skinny little arse.
Little arse.
She's got nice legs on her, I'll give her that much.
I haven't really looked much at the bootay.
Yeah, there is no bootay.
No?
She's got lovely long legs. I'd concentrate on those,
Otherwise,
if anything.
no shelf to speak of.
No. Yeah.
Could you balance the veto on it, or
Could you hide her veto down there?
hide and go veto?
Yeah, her saying that is really starting to get my week, actually. Right, episode 7.
So,
Yeah.
in the recap, Hope has volunteered to go up. There's a target on Renee, and there's a backdoor plan against Rob. Don't know why I bothered to summarise that. Just
No,
for
we
myself.
just literally spoke through all of that.
It's day 14. It can't be day 14. I'm sure it's just day 15. It must be a flashback.
Oh.
Asking to go up should get you evicted. I've just written.
Yeah,
That's just
correct.
my thoughts on it.
Agreed.
I've got a question. Isn't Zach lying about Rob? I'll just ask you this.
Oh, yeah.
About what Rob said about Dan being a comp threat.
Yeah,
I
we
think
need a
this is all-
flashback.
Yeah,
we need a flashback.
Well, there's no flashback if it didn't happen. It's like when Amazon say, "Can you send me a picture of your parcel?" Didn't turn up.
Oh,
You just send a
don't.
picture of your hand.
I've got an I've got an issue with Hermes at the moment.
Oh,
Ongoing war. I can't
really?
even get into it.
You mean the
tired.
service isn't better now? They've changed the name to what's it called? Every.
We had a really good guy who was delivering on parcels. He used to call Jack Mr. Man. He came same time every day.
Yeah.
He's gone. It's all gone to shit again.
No, it does depend on your man.
Bring back Mr. Man.
We had trouble because I was always used to come in stinking of weed, but that guy's gone now, and now I've got Fred. Fred's a good one.
Did the weed guy not always deliver on time?
He was
Just
terrible.
asleep in the back of
Yeah,
his
no, he
van.
would say like, "Your parcel's coming today." Then it'd be like,
Yeah.
"Oh, it's delayed."
Yeah.
He's had too much.
I see. What else?
Dan is telling Renee that she is his target, but it's not personal.
But she's,
But she's
his
not.
target.
She's not the target, so he's trying to keep it quiet at the
Why
back
would
door.
you have her as the target? What's the point?
Well,
she's literally
that
just
bootay is quite threatening.
she's literally sat there doing nothing.
He thinks she's the biggest threat to his game because of how much she knows about Big Brother.
Does she?
Apparently, I thought Kuzi knows more.
Go
Didn't
on.
Kuzi go up? Oh no, it wasn't Kuzi. It was the girl that walked.
Oh,
She knew
yeah.
everyone on the picture. She was a super fan.
Yeah. So Daniel had little Princess Leia buns. Did you like that?
Yeah.
Do you prefer that to the Predator? Gaz gets so
sake.
pissed off with it.
It's offensive.
Oh, why is it
You can't
offensive?
say someone looks like an alien just because they've got a different hairstyle.
Oh, well, what, if you're insinuating I'm being racist, if it was a white person that had a funny hairstyle
You'd still say they
and
look
we
like an
compared
alien.
them to someone, it's no difference. I think you're the one being offensive by even saying it. How about that?
Here we go. Heard that before.
Apologies, listeners, if I've offended. Right. Well, did you like his little bunch? His little.
I don't really remember them, but
Yeah.
probably alright.
I think they were.
I think Hope's hair's probably better.
they're quite
The thing with
cute.
Hope's hair, right, is that that's obviously a intricate hairstyle which would have taken a long time
It
to
looks-
do.
It does look cool.
And I think the reason that he's gone for that is because it will last quite a while,
Yeah.
but once it goes to shit, he'll have to like just comb it all out.
I want to see it. I want to see it come out.
He better hope that
You better hope.
he better hope that Kuzi's still in there and has the skills, because that's a very particular skill set.
I mean, Ty ain't going to be able to help him out, is he? Let's be honest.
No,
Not with that bloody flop.
no. But remember, like when Ty and Jedson were in there together, they were like
Oh, yeah,
helping each other look after their hair.
Yeah, they were. That was nice.
It would be nice if someone could do that for Hope, but who
Yeah,
knows?
before Ty went evil.
Renee doesn't believe Dan made the decision on his own, and she's right.
And
she's annoyed at Hope for putting himself up because they're aligned.
And
Are they in a borderline showmance, Hope and Renee? I think they are.
I'm not sure. I think Hope might have a girlfriend, but I'm not sure. I might have my wires crossed.
I think you're right, but I think he said,
was he keeping it on the down low?
Isn't he the one that said, if I've got to stay in bed with her? Oh no, that was Zach.
That was Zach. Oh yeah, if I've got to cheat, then I'll do it for my game.
She'll understand.
Yeah.
It's business.
Kesey said, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. That could be your title of the week.
See, I was
getting excited for this episode because this is the episode where Arissa said to us, "This is a really good episode." Yeah. Then Rowan texted me and said, "This is a good episode," and I thought, "Ooh." So I came into this episode. I think my hopes were too high.
Oh God, high hopes.
Did you think it was hyped up a bit more than it was a good episode?
Well, I thought the week before had been bloody boring, so this was great.
No, it was good, but I think even saying to someone this is a good episode is a spoiler.
I know you feel like that. No, I mean,
slight spoiler.
The thing was,
I'd rather go in thinking, everything's shit, and then it's getting juicy.
Arissa actually used the word. This reminds me of retro Big Brother.
I know what you meant because it was like shit kicking off here and there, sort of thing.
But I have a different understanding of what retro Big Brother is.
Yeah.
And retro Big Brother is literally that documentary we watched this week about celebrity Big Brother. It's
that's like
people doing nothing, making bread. And...
That's vintage Big Brother.
Yeah, okay. It's vintage older than retro, isn't it?
Yeah, I think Arissa's thinking of like
US.
Ica versus Kelly Webby and shit like that. I think.
Can't be calling that retro now.
About 5 years ago.
It's true.
Ty and Claudia are talking. She's asking if they're going to backdoor Rob.
Wait, you've missed an important conversation here. It's
when
Kuzi and Daniel on that sofa area were talking how they will not be played by a man.
Oh.
And they know Zach is telling them they're at risk, so that they owe him a favour. He's getting in everyone's ear, and it's actually a false narrative that he's selling.
They're onto him. This is where the cracks begin.
Kuzi said, look, we need to sit back because they're going to destroy themselves. They'll destroy each other.
Stay in the middle and keep your head down. That's a good strategy.
Yeah, and they were very adamant about not letting these men run the show. Well,
and then doing their bidding as usual.
Exactly. Go on about Ty.
Defensive,
wasn't he?
She was asking him whether they're backdooring Rob, and I've just put, God, he's so rude. So I don't know what he said, but then I said he ratted back to Santina and Zach.
Yeah, I've written Shania, so maybe I'm wrong. That he told them that Rob was telling the girls that he thinks there's a backdoor plan. Surely they knew that already, that Rob knew.
Did he know, though? Or was he just suspicious?
Yeah, because Santina told him.
Oh, did she?
I don't know if we've got to that bit yet.
Oh, no, I don't think we've got to that bit yet.
Rob came in, though, didn't he? And Zach was in the room, and he lied
awkward.
about, like, oh, yeah, no, we don't know who the replacement's going to be.
Oh, yeah, we haven't, it was
To be fair, it wasn't bad. It was a swift switch. Do you know what? When we were in Glasgow, right?
Yeah.
We went to a restaurant, and it was quite late. And it was like borderline whether we'd get a table or not, but they allowed us to order. And this waitress came up to us, and she was like quite chatty, and I knew that she was like wanting to have an interaction.
Oh, bless.
And we started to talk about the restaurant, and she was trying to tell us how like some of this. She said it's her first day as a waitress, but she said some of the staff are sexist, and she was trying to tell us about it. And then this guy came over, and she was like, "So, if you want to see a really nice cafe, which used to be a stable, it's like 300 years old, you can go to this place." I was like, "This woman needs to go on Big Brother." Like the switch. As soon as she came over,
that's interesting.
Effortlessly changed it.
That's good.
Yeah, she was good.
Did he walk past and slap her on the arse?
Not quite. But no, actually, after she'd finished her shift, we left and walked towards our hotel, and then they invited us for lunch at the house the next day.
Oh, and did you go?
No, we were out on a bus tour, so we couldn't.
God, wow.
Yeah.
You're good at making friends on holiday.
Yeah.
So the veto competition happened early on in the episode, which I thought was a good sign for drama.
What do you think about the player pick format?
They actually showed it this time, didn't they? Oh, the chess piece.
Do you prefer the old...
Yeah, I do prefer that. But this is just a typical Big Brother Canada overcomplicating things, isn't it? Just the bag with the balls in works just as well. What did you think?
I like it because Dan was sort of overly concerned last year about what if the lands on the same person twice.
They just spin it again, I'd imagine.
Well, I imagine so too.
Yeah.
But you can't pick the same Cluedo piece, whatever it is, twice. I don't know, it's nice and elaborate. I like when Big Brother Canada runs with a theme.
Oh, I think it's silly. But...
Apart from they should have done Dead Last for longer. I like the look of this veto comp as well, even though it was sponsored. Big Brother Canada does do a good sponsored comp. I'll never forget the Oreos in the milk.
Yeah. I think this sponsorship is hilarious. Like, I always hear people slagging it off on other podcasts. I think it's funny, like thingy, the host dressed with the toothbrush head, and it's absolutely shameless. And I personally find that to be rather amusing.
Also, the design was cool. Like, you can't deny that's a toothbrush from above.
Yeah, it looks good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Me and you are quite into our oral Sonicare lately, or whatever.
Is mine a Sonicare?
I don't know.
My flosser.
We've both got a water flosser.
Yeah, I have a water flosser.
Very nice.
And electric toothbrush. That's really all we can do, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good though. It's good.
I've actually got a dental issue at the moment.
Oh, you've always got a dental issue.
Well, they told me last time, don't need to come back for 12 months. So I was like, happy days. Then I started to get a bit of sensitivity. And I was like, shit, I think a filling's going. And you know, like, sometimes when a filling's going, you get a little bit of crunch in your mouth. I felt that while I was away. I was like, shit.
Oh, God.
So I've got back, contacted the dentist, but I can't get an appointment until a month's time.
Wow, God.
So I was like, what am I supposed to do now?
Just do a bit of home dentistry.
Yes. Called the NHS up and they said, oh, you're going to have to get a temporary filling kit from the pharmacy.
Oh, fuck off.
And fill it yourself. But they were saying to me, which tooth is it? I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And they were like, well, it's on the top or the bottom? I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because at the moment, it's not at the point where it's really bad.
Oh, dear.
So I was like, yeah, what do you advise me to do?
Yeah.
Home dentistry, literally. That's where we are. Like,
Jesus.
Imagine the pandemic. People were literally pulling their own teeth out. Yeah.
Jack's dad's done that before with his teeth.
Fuck.
And
I'm just scared because in the past I've ignored a little hole in my tooth.
And you get a crack or something.
And I was like, oh, I'm just going to use Sensodyne and whatever.
Yeah.
Thinking it'll be fine.
Yeah.
And I had the biggest cavity by the end.
Yeah. I've got a crown.
Oh, I've got a couple of crowns now.
It's getting old, isn't it?
Falling apart.
I missed this joke at the start. It's too late now. Who is this comp sponsored by? I can't tell. That would have been good at the start, wouldn't it? Do you know what time they filmed this comp?
Time of the day?
Yeah.
No.
2:30. Oh yeah, Jack said he finds the product placement endearing.
The thing is, I don't want people to moan about the product placement because the fact is that pays for the show.
That's what keeps... There would be no show if there was no product placement.
I used to think it was inconvenience too, but I think when the team are able to be this creative with it, they get away with it.
Exactly, and it doesn't detract from anything, does it?
I do wonder, like, does Sonicare really think it's going to sell toothbrushes? Like,
no, yeah. I wonder if anyone's actually gone and bought a toothbrush after
unless
seeing
they do a sort of like use code BBCAN11 for 20% off. You know?
Yeah.
How are they going to measure that?
What did you think of Shania in the diary and going...
I quite like that.
Yeah, it was fun, wasn't it?
I wonder if they told us to do that.
I'm sure they did. Again, though, I thought this was a very physical comp. The comp has been too physical so far.
It had a little sort of mind element because it was puzzles, but not quite. You used to fit the plug in, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, like a little baby's thing with a star.
At the doctor's surgery.
Yeah.
And there was also like an element of like, oh, you could knock shit over. But Hope came through, didn't he?
I knew Hope had won from his diary room just beforehand because he was extremely excited. Oh, didn't he? Oh, yeah. I kept thinking this competition had ended when it hadn't. Don't you think? It's like, and then there's another round and another round. Yeah, I was like, oh, so and so's won. Oh, so and so's won. So and so's won. And I was like, oh, okay. Hope did not win. Never mind. As you were.
I'm rolling my eyes at Hope claiming to be unstoppable.
Yeah.
Kuzi lost to Hope in the first round. Then Vanessa. Hope said he's at least 100 years younger than Zach.
Zach ain't that old. How old is Zach? 34? 34, I think
he's not younger than me.
He's 34, I think.
Zach won the last round 35-32.
He was gathering the bristles. The
bristles.
Like us with those balls yesterday, he was gathering them all together.
Strategy. And he won 5k from Sonicare as well.
Did he?
Yeah, 5Gs.
He doesn't need it. He's a baller. He's an entrepreneur.
You could just give him a toothbrush and be done with it, couldn't you?
Yeah, stick it up your arm.
Hope thinks Vanessa threw the comp. I like this.
Oh, yeah, they started...
Because it was like a silly throwaway comment
This was the beginning of
from Hope.
Of the spiral.
Yeah, when someone does spiral like that,
yeah.
it is quite interesting to watch because it was definitely out of context, out of proportion. Her reaction.
Yeah, it was.
He was basically suspicious that she'd thrown the comp, but not only that, had been like coaching Zach on the strategy to win. Like, why would she do that?
Why would she do either of those things? That was strange.
And she instantly cried, didn't she? Like right there on the spot.
Sobbing. Zach, meanwhile, said, "We fucking run this house," to Ty. Let's see about that.
Ty said that Zach should have thrown the comp, though.
Oh yeah, he goes. Ty was talking talking out of his neck.
Why do they cuss someone that's like inaudible?
Yeah, he needs subtitle constant.
Yeah,
he was sat in a chair like that, talking like out of his neck like that. It's like, if you had a spinal injury, what the fuck is going on? Sonicare broke Ty's neck.
He didn't even play. Jeez. Just
God,
watching it.
Those bristles are powerful. Oh yeah, and then he was sort of having a go at Zach, wasn't he? Going, "You shouldn't have done that. Blah, blah, blah. You put in heat on yourself."
Yeah.
And Zach was like, "Why didn't you tell me this beforehand?" Well, I thought you would have worked out, as you know everything.
Kuzi about Vanessa said, "Why is this babe crying?"
She was getting annoyed with her, wasn't
she? Can't cry about everything.
Yeah.
That suggests that she's been crying before and we haven't seen it.
Probably about missing her kids, I'd imagine. Probably. Zach said, "If you can't take it, beat it." Just beat it. What do you think about that?
Well, it is a strategy.
I don't think
everyone's happy in the end. Can't take it, just beat it.
Don't think it's annoying when there's a crybaby in the house. Like, just
I like
shut
it.
Up. Shut up. If you don't like it, leave.
Leave.
You like it. What do you like about it?
I like it because it eventually led to her being so annoyed about it that she sort of decided to grow strength and pop off over it, which I think was nice TV.
Fair enough.
I just prefer it rather than like bros that want to steamroll. I just think it adds another element to the story.
That's true.
Vanessa said, wait, what's this? She wouldn't throw... Oh, yeah, Kuzi said she wouldn't throw 5k. No, she didn't. This is Vanessa. She wouldn't throw 5k and a whole semester of uni for her kid. Are they not getting a loan in Canada for their kids' uni? They're having to pay it. Because we don't. The government pays for that and then we...
Pay it back.
Slowly pay it back for the rest of our lives.
Yeah. I paid mine now.
Have you?
Yeah.
I daren't look at mine. I went onto the student finance website because I thought my address was wrong. Actually, it was right, but the correspondence address wasn't. Weird, so someone's been getting my letters.
That student thingy is so shit.
So I've never seen a statement, and then when I tried to load the statements, it wasn't working, so I was like, oh, well, never mind.
You still owe £10 million.
And it's gathering interest, right?
I know. I was shocked when I'd actually paid mine off, but that was when I was about 38, 39. So maybe you nearly paid yours off.
Who knows?
Depends how much you borrowed, because I only borrowed £10,000.
Mine might have been a bit more, but I'd rather not know because it's automatic out of my pay. Why do I need to think about it?
Yeah, exactly.
Vanessa's defence, she said, it's okay to cry and emotional people can play this game because that was basically of the stance that if you're emotional, you shouldn't be in here. Well, you just said the same.
It's okay to cry. I like that actually because it's like, yeah, why the fuck shouldn't I be emotional in here? Why shouldn't I just be however I want to be? Why do I have to be the way you want me to be because you're uncomfortable with me crying? I was back on her side when she said that. I was like, yeah, be emotional. I completely changed my tune.
Good girl.
Yeah.
If she's going to be emotional, she shouldn't... Yeah, that's what she was like parroting about. Like, if she's going to be emotional, she shouldn't be in this game. It's not like that.
But how did she hear him say that? Because I'm sure he didn't say that in front of her about if she beat it. And then suddenly it's like she knew that he'd said that. I felt like there was something missing from the edit there. Because I was like, how did she actually know that he said that?
Maybe he said it as she was like leaving the comp or whatever.
Jonathan was wearing Crocs, I noticed. I'm not a fan of the Crocs.
The Croc is growing on me, I hate to say.
I actually bought some and tried them on and I didn't like them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I thought, oh, well, maybe
that's the best
summer.
way. Because you order them online, try them on the comfort of your back room.
Yeah, I thought they looked absolutely hideous.
Like
but I was tempted.
Baby shoes.
I was tempted because everyone seems to be wearing them. I thought, oh, maybe they have become cool again. And I was like, ugh. I
think because like, some younger cool people are wearing them and they can get away with it.
Oh, yeah, they've come back.
Have you seen these ones that they look like Lightning McQueen out of Cars?
Like what?
Lightning McQueen.
What the fuck's that?
He's the red car out of Cars, the film.
Oh, right, okay.
And they've made some. for adults.
Right.
And they're like super expensive because they've just sold out.
Mm.
And there's like a whole, obviously, a market for footwear, right? Like a second seller's market.
Yeah.
So the price of these Crocs is just like majorly inflated, and they literally look like a shoe for a 4-year-old.
That sounds up your street.
Probably is, actually. That's probably why I'm starting to warm to this.
Yeah. Perhaps you should try some on. Vanessa said, Zach, you're the kind of person that has to try to be nice.
He doesn't even do that.
You know, you have attacked housemates' characters.
Wow.
Zach called her a sore loser. Everyone started gathering at this point. You know, when people start going, and coming out the bedroom. I like that. It's good, isn't it?
She said that she had to stop just Zach labelling JM as a mean guy.
Oh, not a mean guy.
She's blowing it up. Zach wanted to target who last week?
Rob, yeah, like, so she went to the kitchen, she's like, she was going to walk away and then she sort of come back and was like, nah.
And another, it
was, wasn't it? And she said, oh, remember last week when you wanted to vote Rob out?
Yeah, tested if you got the numbers.
Zach was rattled, wasn't he? You could see him. What was he doing? Was he buttering something? He was getting rattled.
Doing something with the air fryer.
Yeah, he was like, just doing this now, leave me alone. And not good gameplay from Vanessa's part here, but good TV.
Very good TV. Vanessa was then spilling all to Rob.
Yeah, because Rob missed this conversation because he was just in bed doing nothing as usual.
Was he?
Yeah.
She said, I just blew up the game. He said, you did something, that's for sure. And she said, it's getting boring. I like that. Like, I'm done with this.
Yeah,
let's just go kamikaze.
Make some good TV. Rob had Crocs on too. Rob said, what the fuck's going on? Zach said, what do you have to figure out aggressively? Oh, this was when, Rob came up to Zach and Zach was sitting on Ty and that. And I think Rob was like, so what's going on? And Zach was like, oh, I'm not in the mood for this conversation. I've put Zach is now going to full gaslighting mode with Rob. What do you need to figure out? We can chat tomorrow. Not in the mood. I need to plan what I'm going to say first before we have this conversation. I need to think of a good excuse for what I've been doing. That's Zach.
This isn't on my comms plan, sorry.
That's Zach. He's clever. But on the spot, he actually Kevin from last year was a bit like that. He was very clever, but if you put him on the spot, he would fold a bit. And this Zach is the same way.
Yeah, but Kevin managed to be the sort of semi-evil genius without being dislikable.
Yeah,
whereas Zach is not likable.
Kevin was like a cartoon villain, wasn't he?
Yeah.
No, he wasn't even really a villain. Whereas Zach is just an arsehole.
Yeah,
that's the difference. Santina has finally realised that her HOH was controlled. And she tells Dan, this was when I was like, yes. Yeah. She sat down with Dan S. She said, you need to control your own games. That controlled my HOH last time. And I was thinking, yes, this is it.
I've written, this is good.
Yeah, this is it. And then Dan went and did the exact same fucking thing. What the hell?
Yeah, but they're best mates, Dan and Zach.
Are they? I've never seen them speak.
My move is your move, and your move is my move.
I thought Ty was Zach's best mate.
She said that Ty and Zach lied to her about JM. The lies.
They're both realising they got played by Zach and Ty. I can't believe Santina has turned. Kyle said he's over it to Santina. He's over it he's okay when he's on top, but when he's rattled, he can't hack it.
Who's Kyle?
Kyle, sorry, I keep calling Zach Kyle because it's got that Kyle Moore energy. Kyle said, you're not looking out for your best interests.
Done it again. Instantly in the next sentence.
Oops. Who did he say that to? You're not looking out for your best interests.
Zach.
Who did Zach say that to?
Is it the next day? It's day 16. Santina is talking with Zach in the bedroom.
That must be it.
Cut to Zach shuffling buying Crocs. No, it was Rob. It was Rob, I think. Zach is the chief gaslighter. He's trying to tell her what is good for a game. There you go.
As usual.
Santina wants to keep Rob and use him to get rid of Zach, she said in the diary room. That was interesting.
Yes, Santina said to Rob, they're going to put you up, but Rob is clueless. Santina's banging her head against the wall. Oh, yeah, Santina was talking to Rob.
She was physically bashing her head against the back of that sofa.
I'll tell you what happened here. She's trying to say to Rob, listen, blah, 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 but she was sort of trying to do it coded. She didn't want to say it clear. Explicitly, and that Rob... Bit thick, do you know what I'm saying? And he wasn't picking up what she was putting down. That's why.
Do you need to be? It was clear to me.
That's why when he left, she banged her head against the wall, and he still didn't get the message till 30 minutes before the eviction. So yeah.
Do you remember at the start of this episode, in the preview, there was a soundbite of someone saying, "I think I've just been friend zoned."
Oh yeah,
and it was
we
never in the show.
That. I was wondering about that too.
It's annoying.
Why are you doing that? Perhaps you have to go onto the, unseen footage to see.
Yeah, but at least tell me.
It was
Shania,
wasn't it? And Rob, was it?
I thought it was one of them. It was her or Santina. Arissa, can you have a word with the edit suite, please?
Yes, thank you.
Jonathan's having a moral battle.
Oh, this was just absolutely insane.
I liked it though.
It's just
that guy's so fucking Irish. It's like 1 minute he's Irish, the next minute he's Scottish. Me and Rob are brothers. Like, I've only known him a week. Yeah.
I've only known him a week, but I'd die for that guy. Like, what? What's wrong with you? What? Don't you think it was a bit over the top?
It's a fisherman's cove.
It was like, fucking hell, calm down, mate.
Do you know what? Dan and I had such trouble when the leaderboard came out for that POV. We were like, who is Jonathan?
Yeah.
We're going through the names, like, okay, this person's that. Yeah. What's that bald one called? Is that Vanessa? Is that Vanessa? Like, who's Jonathan?
What's that bald one?
Like, who's Jonathan? And they're like,
yeah.
Oh, it's the Irish one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's not the bit actually yet where he says all that dramatic stuff. It's where Jonathan's saying he's loyal to the Guy Alliance. There is no Guy Alliance. And he goes to appeal to Zach's better nature. But Zach is inscrutable and talking down to him and not being reassuring at all. This is when they were sort of sitting on a couch talking. And Zach was just being evasive as fuck. And then when Zach got up and walked off, Jonathan went back and went, fuck. Because he realised the Guy's Alliance was no more. Why are you looking at me like that?
I've got here that Zach was blaming Rob for turning everyone against him. Zach creates a witch hunt, doesn't he?
Yeah, Zach's making shit up.
Jeez. Imagine working for him. Is he actually a boss?
Yeah. Don't you remember him in that office coming in and teaching Zayn Malik what to do?
I'm looking forward to him reading a segment out of his book, though. In the diary room. What's this? He lost his mum to cancer. Who's this? Jonathan got really emotional talking to Santina. Santina was just sitting there like, what the fuck is going on? She was crying, but I don't know why Jonathan was bringing this to her. Do you remember?
Because he doesn't want to lose his ride or die. Me and Rob are ride or die, but there's more important things in the world. I lost my mum to cancer, and that's made me realise.
She danced in her last moments.
She did what?
She danced in her last moments.
What was it?
She danced herself to death, which is a good way to go. Admirable, really.
Her foot moved or something.
Is it?
Was that dancing or was that just?
Oh, was that what it was?
A bit of a death twitch.
Oh God.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that was a bit much, wasn't
it? He said, so there's a bigger game than this.
Yeah.
There's a bigger game. There's bigger things in this game. It's like, we all know that.
What
but you are actually here to play the game now.
The ultimate what about her? What's this?
He said he wants Zach to put him up. Everyone's self-evicting,
don't start with
nominating.
This shit, and it was stupid. I've said this is great gameplay from Rob here. He's acting innocent, under the radar, and with a sob story. Don't think Jonathan has got quite an under the radar game. Yeah, Jonathan.
Yeah.
He's like, he's just there, isn't he? No one would even think to put him up.
Thing is,
unless he asked them to put him up.
He is like a fine figure of a man. Like he's got physical. Yeah, and he's fisherman, physical job. He's a big guy. I thought there would be more heat on him.
I think because he's quite placid and quite quiet, people don't really bother with him.
The Newfoundlanders, they're probably underestimated because they're just like, they're just screechers, aren't they?
Can't understand what he's saying. Just let him stay there. I put Jonathan's really got a hard on for Rob. He said, "I'm wearing the man's hat. It means something."
He honestly was like off on one, wasn't he?
It was like that Pikachu came back with that hat on. It's like, fuck it up, it means something. I've killed Pikachu. Don't think it was a bit much. Like, Jonathan, calm down.
Yeah, but I like that too.
Yeah.
Like people just losing all sense of like normality reality, in the game. Yeah, and it's only day 15, 16.
But he didn't actually bother to go and put himself up, did he? It's just all talk, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, or it was too far. The plan was too far in motion. That Dan couldn't be swayed. We don't know if he might have gone and tried.
No. Dan could be swayed by a very small breeze, I think. That's another figure. That was fun, though.
Jonathan... Oh, yeah.
This is all the shit I just said, isn't it?
It's Rob is his brother, and I don't mean in a casual way. A casual brother.
Oh my god, a casual brother. Yeah, it's just my cider lighters brother.
He doesn't know what. I don't know what gene or bone it is, but I don't have it. And something about a man's hat. He just said that. A man's hat is his word. And
I've worn the man's hat. It's like maybe that's why Ty was so upset about thinking wearing that jumper. Like it's serious business.
I don't mean in a casual way.
What about the dump him t-shirts? Everyone's been wearing those.
Where can I get that? Are we done with that episode now?
That's done. We're doing quite well.
So
Look at us.
We're going straight on. No break for these people. We're going straight on.
No break for us either. Yeah, let's go straight on.
All right, Dan is still running the plan by Zach. Is he stupid?
Oh yeah, because we didn't see the end. We didn't actually see who get put up. It was one of those where they split it over, isn't it?
To be continued.
Yeah, do you like that? It wasn't that dramatic. Wasn't that dramatic to be continued, do you think?
No, we just run out of time.
Do you see Arissa said this has been the most chaotic start to a season ever?
Did she not see that one with Frenchie?
I think she was overselling this.
Nah, I mean, probably for Canada. No, actually, Kyle's start was pretty chaotic.
That wasn't a start, though. That was sort of a couple of weeks in, I think.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. Maybe it has been the most dramatic start.
Look,
yes.
Come off it. Arissa's trying her best. She's getting it from all angles.
She ain't getting it from me.
No, but...
I'm supportive. I've worn Arissa's hat. She's like a sister to me.
Not in a casual way. I want to talk about the dress.
Oh, that dress.
I love the dress. I love the sort of silhouette painted onto the dress.
This scallop pink dress.
Oh, it was a nice colour. I love pink.
Reminded me of a vagina. In a good way. Frilly.
Okay, I see it. It's also slightly asymmetrical on the side.
Yeah.
It's very Arissa to be asymmetrical.
Yeah, she's always asymmetrical, isn't she?
Mostly.
If not a shoulder, then a seam. No, is that the word?
Like
a hem. A hem.
Is it a hem?
Yeah. I like the red line that went sort of around that old pink line.
Boobs look great because of the line.
Not because of the line, because she's got good boobs.
No, but it really was enhancing her figure.
So when you say that to her, I thought, Gaz, steady on.
I had to, because I just wanted it to be recognised that she looked great in that dress, and I like that design. I thought it was just very well planned. Like it made her look really good. And not every outfit they put Arissa in makes her look good.
No.
Like sometimes they're not flattering in the shape and stuff.
No, sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
But like this was nice because I don't feel like Arissa's had form fitting for quite a while.
I think, Arissa's been trending more towards the trouser suits. Yeah, but I do like
quite boxy.
I do like Arissa in a dress. But I do like the trouser suits as well, especially the glittery Nicolas Cage pillow, sequin pillow one, which we were discussing at great length in the group.
She's going to be confused about what the fuck is that.
She probably knows what that is. Right, come on, what's happening?
Zach wants to tell Rob the plan, but he doesn't want to be part of that conversation. He's going to Dan. He's going, look, we're going to have to tell Rob. But when I say we, I mean you.
This was the most shocking thing ever. He was like, okay, you're going to sit there. You're going to go in there. Like, and, what?
And you should say this.
What? It's like, who would say, oh, okay, that would be the biggest fucking red flag. I'd be like, I'm going to put... Actually, you couldn't put second because he'd win the veto. Put Ty up, weaken him. It was just like... How the hell is Dan actually sitting there and going along with this? And then in the diary room later, I think he was like, well, I might be being played by Zach, but...
Mate.
Dope. Can you actually imagine someone speaking to you like that and you actually listening?
I can't imagine someone speaking to me like that and me not go to the diary room fuming about it.
Fumigating. Surely Dan can't be this dumb, I've written.
Rob is fighting for it, is he? I don't recall this.
No.
There's someone running this game who isn't as... What?
Someone is running this game...
Isn't as physical as us.
And using people to do his dirty work.
Yeah, he gets close to the people in power. There's still time to shift this narrative. Think critically, guys. He did have a slight...
Yeah, but it was very half-hearted. Plotting a very dirty...
Spitting along.
What is his carburettor's running out of steam? Hold on. Dan was wearing the ugliest tiger shirt I've ever seen. Did you notice that?
No.
It was like, these big tigers that go down here like that.
Oh, a bit sort of like Japanese in design.
It was not good. Oh yeah, and then Ty was in the room with them, like bodyguarding when they were having that conversation. Like, you know, the hired muscle in the corner.
Yeah, he's like that.
That was just weird. But when Rob said that,
oh my god, they are totally that. He's like the evil genius and the meathead henchman.
Yeah, the brains and the brawn.
Oh god.
But when Rob said that about someone's doing this and that, I noticed Ty nodded, and I thought, is Ty actually onto it, or is he just playing along?
Oh.
So, who knows? They were counting down to the veto ceremony. I like that when it's like 30 minutes, 10 minutes before.
Yeah, you know that there's like a lot of scrambling going on at that point when they start telling us that as well.
Yeah, that's good.
He doesn't believe that this is coming from Dan. Who's that?
Rob doesn't think it is. Like, ain't.
But then, as we thought there was a glimmer of hope, Dan still goes and puts up Rob.
That was the most stupid thing I've ever seen. Actually, pathetic, I've written. It was all for nothing then. All of that.
He said, this is the reason.
Yeah.
Which is very odd. Your name keeps coming up as someone who has the potential to create drama which has a negative impact on the house.
What drama? Drama?
Renee is right there. Is that Renee?
Yeah.
That kicked off.
What drama has Rob ever created in the house? He's literally sat there with
I think he dropped a spoon once.
Yeah,
in the kitchen.
dropped a spoon, lost one of his Crocs, and lost his tweezers so he couldn't do his eyebrows. That's the most drama that guy's created. He's literally just there for his looks. There's no drama to be had with that guy.
No.
It was just absolutely stupid.
I guess you can't give your full reasons when it's a strategy, isn't it? It's just like
You're
any
supposed
reason.
to give your full and frank reasons, and no, we will not accept that as an answer.
So, Vanessa was assuring Rob that they were going to get the numbers for him. Who's Vanessa again?
She's the bald one.
Okay. Who's Renee?
She's the one who likes makeup, who doesn't wear any.
Okay, I think I just got Vanessa and Renee confused.
Yeah, you're saying Vanessa was the creating drama.
Yeah, if anyone, that's your drama creator.
Yeah, I know. It's silly.
Claudia's celebrating as Rob is going is good for the girls' game.
Is it?
Do we agree?
No.
I think the girls should have
kept Rob,
harnessed
weaponised
Rob's
him.
power.
Yeah.
Do you not?
Yeah.
She's silly, isn't she?
Yeah, I'm agreeing.
Jonathan is turning to the dark side. Arissa said about Jonathan, I'm kind of scared. Do you remember when Jonathan was giving like an impassioned... Was it a diary room speech?
Jonathan goes, the gloves are off now. I've said the young Marty is pissed.
I love when it came back to us, she goes, ooh, kind of scared.
Rob said, I've got a bit just before that, he's a big bad wolf haunting the HOH room. We're not pawns. No, you're the target. A big bad wolf haunting the HOH room. He's mixing up his metaphors there, isn't he?
Yeah.
That'd be a dead wolf haunting the HOH room. Oh yeah, and Rob in the diary said, Dan has put me on the block. I see what you did there. Yeah, go on. What was Jonathan doing? Trying to get Hope on board.
I don't know. He was getting a bit emotional about something and wasn't doing a bit of an impassioned diary room rant.
Yeah, that was when he said the gloves are off, I think. But when he's talking to Hope's like sat there like this. Like Hope's like just angsting over everything.
Wait, Rob went to Hope, didn't he?
No, Jonathan did, I think.
I got Rob said, inside I'm bubbling. Santina's going to pretend that she likes Zach for now. Rob talking Hope around, is that it? Working on making Daniel S to make him feel valued and not a pawn. Who's that?
I've got completely different things to you.
You go ahead then.
All right,
Probably
I'll go
better
ahead.
than me. My notes make no sense.
Jonathan is trying to get Hope on board, but Hope is weak. They're going to do the exact same thing to you. Jonathan, I knew it, Canada. Mark that down. Mark that down, Canada. These people are pretty stupid. Those are my own thoughts there. Santina, Rob, and Jonathan are alliancing in the corridor. Did someone say I don't trust Anika? She's weird. Hope is a flip-flopper. Hope said it's all too much for me. Get a grip, man. Rob is campaigning to Daniel with no socks on. Rob said he'll go after Santina and Jonathan next. If I was Daniel, I'd be thinking, oh, well, I'm quite far down that line. He's saying it'll go after, 2, 3, 4 people before it comes to me. I'm like, oh, well.
Can't be.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Let's be real. He's not going to be a target.
No.
Daniel S. we're talking about. right?
And then, no, Daniel, other Daniel.
Yeah.
Dan
S
and
Daniel.
Daniel.
Something else.
Daniel said, are we the people that Canada... This was what Daniel said to
Kuzi.
Kuzi. Are we the people that Canada is like, make the flip and we're not making it?
Yes, you are. You already know it.
You know it, so why aren't you doing it?
Mm-hmm.
Why is Kuzi not doing it?
And Kuzi let herself down this week.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
She is.
Because she started off with a strong narrative of I'm not letting these people play.
No,
I'm not playing the game
is.
for them. And then she didn't follow through with it.
No, she's keeping her head down too much.
Vanessa and Zach were making amends. But I feel like this is all part of his devious game. Do you remember that? They went into that convenience store room.
I've got another thing that I think is part of his game. When he's got his hair dishevelled, I think that's when he's trying to look, I'm not put together. Yeah, like I've just woke up. I think that's part of his strategy. Because if you look at him often, he's got his hair like dishevelled. Okay. I think that's him trying to look weak. Keep your eye on it. Vanessa's got some big bags under her eyes. Is she not sleeping well? She looks absolutely knackered. God, poor woman.
Well, she's
emotional wreck.
Busy working mum on the outside. Yeah. She's probably catching up on sleep.
The convenience store had some crisps that I was interested in.
Oh yeah.
Dill pickle. Do you
like those? I don't think you
not
would.
For me.
I'd try them. I feel like I've tried. Oh, I don't know. What brand? Could we get them?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's not when you get here. Do you like dill though?
Oh, no, I don't think so.
Do you?
Just wonder, I don't even know what it is. I just saw crisps that are in a flavour that I've not tried before. Right, this next thing I wasn't paying attention. So what was happening?
There's this new thing from Wendy's where they get reward points throughout the season.
Right.
And you can donate these when you get evicted.
Right.
So Kuzi has the most of them because JM
donated his to her. Good.
And it kind of reminds me a little bit of but it's not the same, but in Big Brother Australia they had Housemate Hand Grenade and they could dish something out after eviction.
Yeah.
It's a bit like that with a positive twist, but they don't even know what they're for at the moment.
Or they could give someone a special power in old Big Brother Australia when they left. Mm-hmm. They would give someone a special power.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Tally's old season.
So they don't really know, but they did a sort of hide and go veto style hunt for points, didn't they? Mm.
In a way, it's good because it sort of helps. Well, depending on, I don't know what you can actually spend the points
Probably
on.
Buy a milkshake with it.
Actually, maybe not then. But in a way, it would be good if the people we like are going, but at least they can support the other people we like retrospectively. But yeah, it depends what the points do. Really,
I wonder if eventually down the line there'll be a Wendy's comp, and maybe the points reflect your advantage in it.
Yeah, maybe
that
you get a second start or whatever.
Yeah,
could be.
God, my throat's starting to go.
Oh God. Oh dear. Shall I carry on?
Mm-hmm.
What is happening? Filler, I've put. Renee campaigning to Daniel. Finally, her campaign is not good. Saying someone's strategy sucks donkey balls.
Donkey balls.
Don't know who she was saying that about. Daniel's saying he doesn't want a man to run him. Jonathan is right. They should keep Rob and weaponise him. Same thing we said earlier.
Yeah, he's a powerful asset, they said.
Kuzi is leaning towards...
like he's a robot.
Kuzi is leaning towards keeping Rob, but Hope is the weak link.
I've written she's sold on keeping Rob at this point. I really had a lot of hope in Kuzi at this moment. She needs to take the reins.
Yeah. Who said this?
She needs to start leading that alliance because they're not going to do it.
Yeah, they're a bit all over the place.
They're wishy-washy. She's got the sense.
Yeah, you're right. Who said we're dogs, we're not kittens?
I don't know, but that's my tattoo of the week.
I think it was Jonathan. Zach came up to Jonathan and said, "You got 5?" I'd say no, I'm too busy.
Zach coming and saying you got 5? That's such business talk.
Yeah. This was when they had that argument over the balcony, the power, when Zach was in the power position.
Oi, Zach. Oi,
Are ye a screecher?
Is he a screecher, Zach? Lower your tone.
I don't know what was said, but I know they did an aggressive handshake afterwards.
It was when, obviously the stairs go to a little landing, don't they? And Jonathan was there when Zach decided to come down and they were just kind of squared up to one another. I didn't really like that.
They weren't squared up because Zach's about that tall and Jonathan's about that tall. Yeah.
I'm going to have to get a throat sweep.
Oh dear.
Do you want to pause or do you want to...
Oh, it's up to you.
No, just in there. If you carry on talking.
Oh, Karen. Oh, God. What am I going to talk about?
You got that?
Yeah, I'm fine. And drinking, then aggressively shaking hands and drinking a glass of water and gulping. I think that's what Gaz needs to do.
What were they drinking?
Someone drank a glass of water and gulped.
Oh.
I don't know who that was. The attention to detail in these notes is quite something else.
I used to put way more detail in my notes. It was about like, the purple drink on the table in the HOH room.
That's our unique selling point, I think.
I've forgotten how to do it.
Oh God! Stop making all that noise.
Watch your ears.
Oh yeah, Ty's hairline looks like it's been attacked with scissors.
I said Ty needs OxyClean for the toupee. Dandruffy, wasn't it?
Oh, he's just disgusting, that guy.
What'd you say about his hairline?
It looks like it's been attacked with scissors. Anika is trying to convince Ty to turn on Zach. Anika was. God, I didn't mean
Ty being overbearing with Anika. Yeah, she was trying to say to him, look, come on, we need to see the light here.
God.
Surprise.
That's dangerous.
But he was really overbearing, and he was like, and I encourage you to think about the consequences of your actions.
Fuck off.
Basically a veiled threat, I would say.
God. Ty just has such a lack of charisma. He's just like monotone, do you think? Not even monotone. Just...
How does someone get that dull?
How did they cast him? I mean, I was surprised they cast Jonathan, but I can kind of see the Jonathan thing now with his silly things about the hat and just being dramatic.
They like a Newfoundland as well.
They do.
Because I think they're like salt of the earth, good people.
But this Ty is just no. But maybe they cast him to be a bit of an arsehole and a bit of a misogynist.
Probably.
You never know. Santina's sitting on the counter. Stop that. Zach is upset that Santina wants to vote for Rob to stay. How does he know? And he has pursed lips and his bad body language, arms folded, and said, "It is what it is." Oof. Always a kicker, isn't it? Anything on that?
No.
Interchange?
I just got the vote, so
and
keep
then
going.
Anika said, "Keep Rob in," so they keep fighting each other. Daniel was in the diary and going, on the one hand, doing his own flim flam. Daniel said he's going to go with whatever the girls do. Arissa hyping things up. And then we had the eviction. Rob had an absolutely hideous outfit on, like a sort of suit.
Looked like he was going to a function.
It looked awful. Rob's speech was wooden as hell. He said, "It's time to wake up." I've said once more with feeling, please. Wake up, Canada. Santina looked good. She was wearing a slip and that looked nice, a nice orange slip.
What's a slip?
Just sort of like a nightie, like a silky nightie.
Okay. Boob tube.
Zach said, "I hope you kept the back door open, Arissa." Oh, shit. At least it wasn't a sheep vote. I was quite hopeful halfway through the votes that it was that Rob would stay.
Shall I review I've got them. Shall I review?
Yeah, why not?
Who do you think Ty voted for?
Well, come on.
Should we just say who actually voted for Renee instead? Who decided to not go with Zach's plan? Jonathan.
Yeah.
Santina. So she's
okay. So Santina has fully turned, which is good.
Anika did not. She voted for Rob.
Well, that was stupid. She was the one pushing for it.
I don't know what's
going on.
So
you're basically burning all these bridges in the house and then going against it. Stupid.
Vanessa voted Renee.
Right. Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. Because she wants to go against Zach.
Hope actually voted Renee.
I was surprised. I didn't think he had it in him.
And Kuzi and Daniel S voted Rob. So that's really confusing.
That confused me, yeah. I don't know. I wonder if they'll show a bit of a flashback of what actually happened.
I guess the takeaway might be like taking out a guy is a good thing. One of these sort of meathead guys is a good thing regardless. Maybe that's what they're going for.
Maybe, but still.
But I still think he would have been, like they said, a valuable asset. I don't think that was that side of that group, but that group who don't have the physical comp power should have brought him into the fold because he was on the outs of the boys.
Yeah, and they could have worked.
Because they're not, between them, they're not physical.
Renee ain't going to do nothing for them. Do you think she's going to win something?
What I think is interesting is the girls aren't talking about Renee being valuable to them.
No.
So where's Renee sitting
what's the
amongst all
point?
this?
Just because they're friends, I think, which is silly. So, sad to see the Kaiser archetype gone again. The moody, good-looking archetype.
Arissa said to him, "You were backstabbed, you were backdoored." Just like,
ouch.
What more could have gone wrong?
Jesus.
And then said like, "Why didn't you?" Did she say, "Why didn't you fight for it?" She kind of did.
Did she?
I thought it was a real bad edit though, because she was like, "You keep." She's like, "You're doing it again."
Yeah.
So he was obviously being evasive for a while.
Right. Yeah.
And then she was like, "But who do you want to win?" When she hadn't already asked him who he wanted to win.
Yeah.
So I'm sure there's a long version somewhere.
Okay.
But
so
I got the feeling where at the end of that, Arissa was like, "Rob, you're giving me nothing. I'm just going to close this off now."
He gave nothing. Full stop. That's why I wasn't bothered when he went. I was just like, whatever. Also, when he left, his parting words were, "It is what it is, y'all." That's just the most. You might as well just say nothing than say that. Here I've put go back to the one question interview. This is dry. Then we get to vote on the Bel Air safety again. I hope Kuzi gets it.
I don't know if Kuzi needs it though. Do you?
Well,
she's not really stuck her head up enough to be.
Well, you want her to, so if she wanted to, she needs that safety to do it, to make it happen.
I guess you're right.
Yeah, and then I said Arissa gave a lackluster. Someone is always watching.
Arissa, we need you to commit to the.
She had
the catchphrase.
Emotion zapped out of her by that interview with Rob.
Yeah, I
trying
think,
to get blood out of her spine.
Yeah, I do think Arissa had a hard time getting anything out of Rob because you could tell she was kind of a bit like frustrated with it.
I wonder if there's something you could do with the title like robbed or something. Do you know what I mean? The other option I've got is Robert's Go. It's pretty shit. Sorry, anyway.
You know it's going to end up as that. We ain't got time to think
3
of anything
hours
better.
later.
Right.
Got any? Oh yeah, should we have a break?
What are you saying? I've got any...
Got any emails, I was going to say?
I don't know. Let's have a look.
Should we have a little break?
We'll check the inbox.
Let's have a little pause, open the mailbag, and we'll be right back.
Yeah, see you in a bit.
Right.
Welcome back. We're now going to do the mailbag, and it's a light one, so...
But we have got some comic relief Big Brother chat coming up after that, so bear with.
Right, Laurie's been in touch. Thank you, Laurie.
Hi, Laurie.
BB Can 11 feedback. Old news from last week. Rumour has it, production assigned the bedroom roster. Yeah, I knew this. Did you?
No.
Yeah, apparently they told them where they're going to sleep. How do you feel about that?
I don't know.
Overly puppet mastery, says Laurie. At least Kiefer and Tina got to pick their teams. Why, Big Brother? Why? God, I forgot about those.
Destiny and
Defender.
Oh God, I don't really care about that.
I've watched too many seasons of 90 Day Fiancé. I wanted to scream, "Run, Claudia, run!"
Yes.
Is that a reference you understand?
No, but she just means she's seen a lot of a lot of gaslighters. Yeah.
She needs to see that huge red flag Ty started waving over her wearing Roberto's sweater. When they show you who they are, believe them.
Yes.
That sounds like something off the relationship therapy show.
Yeah, I've heard people say that. Yeah.
Also, to the creepy McCreepson zoomy camera operator. Oh, stop. With the close-ups of fingers rubbing hairy legs, please. I like that.
Oh yeah, that was weird.
This fake man, has absolutely zero chemistry. Yeah, I don't think...
Who was that rubbing whose leg?
It was Claudia rubbing
Ty's leg. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I don't think Claudia even particularly likes him. I think she's just trying to get information out of him and trying to keep him sweet.
Funny, that one.
Who could like him?
I think, like, on the face of it, you'd think, yeah, this is a nice person. But once you literally got to know him, even for a second, you'd be like, no. Current week, can an unswayable person please win the next HOH? Yeah, that would be nice. Who is the unswayable person? What are you looking for?
No, nothing. I just wanted to touch that. An unswayable person. Well, I don't know. There's a lot of weak people in there. Yeah, Jonathan.
Oh, I'd like to see Jonathan.
Yeah,
rise.
that would be good, actually.
Or Vanessa.
Yeah, she would go straight for you know who.
Straight to the jugular.
Yeah, just Ty. Anyone who just puts Ty and Zach up wholesale, I'm up for it. I'm here for it.
Ta-ta for now, loyal listener. Laurie, love heart emoji. P.S. All the interview links have been added to the Google Doc.
Oh, bless her. Thanks, Laurie. I do look at them.
And now, quite a lengthy email from Toronto Roy.
Oh, that's a
I respawned Mars. Bro Alliance turning on each other. Oh wait, BB Can going. The subject is BB Can going great. Rap going down the shitter.
He was complaining about rap to me as well.
Bro Alliance turning on each other is a fantastic development. Voting Rob out was the best choice.
Oh,
okay.
They
need to get as many of them out as they can before Zach is evicted. They will just solidify under a new leader.
Oh. Yeah, maybe.
Vanessa, a beautiful mess who won't win, but has already made good TV.
Beautiful mess.
Don't like anyone yet, but hate many, which is good.
Yes.
Which is good.
That's it.
Do you know what? That's what I appreciate. It's
Yeah.
like we've come so far down the reality TV line now that we know having people to hate is good.
Yeah, yes.
Or
yes,
these
yes.
people know. But I'll be interested to see when UK comes back and the format of voting. Have we learned?
If it's not vote to save, we're fucked.
Best thing Big Brother can do to solve their fundamental problem is limit their Sean Cody model limit to 2.
Yeah,
Do you
to
understand
0.
the Sean Cody reference?
No.
It's a gay porn site.
Oh.
Yeah, so Toronto Roy's revealing a little more about
Hold
their
on. So
internet habits.
what does that reference mean then?
Just kind of like typical buff, pretty looking.
Oh,
neat
okay,
head,
yeah.
just there for.
I see. I got the reference without knowing the reference,
Just like a
because I was
clothes
thinking
horse.
of Cody Calafiore, which was the same thing.
Wow.
A good-looking.
God, I wouldn't like to see him on Sean Cody, but whatever. Cast more Cousin Gregs. Here we go, going deep now. I don't know what this
Succession.
means. Is it? Twinks and oldies.
Yes. Yeah.
Twinks.
Why not? I haven't heard twinks in ages.
Have we even had a BB can twink? I don't know, we have.
God knows. William. Was he
Oh
a
yeah,
twink?
Will probably
Maybe?
quite
Yeah.
swinky. Eliminate the football team versus rest house dynamic we currently have.
Yeah, I don't know why they went.
Yeah,
down...
eliminate it. Cut it off at the root.
I don't know why they went down the bro route with the casting this
Cut
year.
it off at the casting.
Yeah. The casting.
Thank you for being a positive pro Big Brother podcast in contrast to the doom and gloom that Rob as a podcast has become. Most episode recaps you have to sit through 15 to 20 minutes of negativity and sponsor bashing to get to the show, and they still bang on at every opportunity. The round table is now unlistenable. Is that something they have?
Yeah, I've not listened to the
Traitors reference.
Yeah, I've not listened to the round table yet. I was saving it till after we'd heard the pod, so I'm curious. I can't wait to just hear the absolute. We are pro sponsors. We like the sponsor.
And here's something that you didn't think you were going to hear about BB on Blast. Thanks for the ray of sunshine.
Ooh, yeah.
Toronto Roy.
We're walking on sunshine.
Whoa.
To me, I enjoy podcasting. I enjoy Big Brother Canada. Sometimes it's shit. Sometimes it's not shit. I like podcasting either way, whether it's shit or not shit. Yeah, when it's better, it's better. But, what you can do. It is what it is.
The joke is, we are cottage industry level, aren't we?
Oh, tiny.
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 Production value's nothing. Money, profit, 0. We're not making money off this. But they are.
Yeah.
And they're just spewing out the negativity. They need to do better.
God, it's like...
They need to lift up reality
Alex
TV
Jones
formats.
or something. Yeah. Yeah, thanks for that email.
Thank you. I like that. If you want to contact us and tell us how sunshiny we are next week, bbonblastpod@gmail.com is all the details you need.
Now...
Yeah, we had a little treat, a little retro Big Brother treat of our own in the UK this week.
What was the premise?
It was a look back on the first ever Celebrity Big Brother UK, which was a charity venture to raise money for a charity called Comic Relief, which supports good causes in the UK and Africa. And Channel 4 linked up with the BBC, who run Comic Relief, to put how many celebrities?
6, only 6.
6 celebrities in the Big Brother house,
wasn't it?
for 7 days.
Was that the first? That was the first ever celebrity.
Yeah.
One, was it? Yeah.
Yeah, and it was a nice little look back, I thought. What did you think?
I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed Jack D at the time.
Yeah.
I like the fact he said he was going to be put in there with all these other great minds.
Yeah.
The old Jackie Stallone treatment or whatever. Didn't she say something like that?
I thought it was going to be a hard bit.
Yeah, it was like that. But he said I was actually just in there with showbiz casualties and washed up athletes. That's quite funny.
I like you've made some notes.
Yeah, I made a couple of notes. Chris Eubank is obviously a great piece of casting. I was very disappointed he went out first.
And also didn't show up for the documentary because they had all the old housemates come back, and it was a bit of a shame that he wasn't there because he's mad
hilarious.
as a box of frogs.
He is hilarious. Vanessa obviously had her
That's what made
iconic
Vanessa,
moment.
don't you think?
Yeah. Vanessa looked so young, didn't she?
In the house?
Yeah,
well,
God.
that's a while ago, isn't it?
Yeah, Anthea Turner, pointless. Claire Sweeney gets on my nerves. And then that boy's own person.
Really, as a cast, not very interesting people, but it was still... We were still hungry for Big Brother at that point. I feel like it was fascinating. And because it was the first celebrity anything, like they said, people were even more interested in it.
And it's funny just seeing that aesthetic like this. It looks like Craig's and Nasty Nick's house, doesn't it? Well, it probably is, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Just I don't know, just... I don't know,
the budget was nothing.
The nostalgia factor.
Yeah.
I like the fact Jack D said he escaped and then he nearly spoke to some couple and asked to go back.
I don't think we'll ever know the truth of Jack D's story of getting out of the compound, because he said he made it to Stratford. Stratford from Bow is pretty far, isn't it?
I don't know.
And then in what I was a bit iffy about and slightly annoyed about was that his version of the story was, I got out of the house, I got all the way to Stratford, I was going to ask this couple, they thought I was going to be insane or whatever. But Big Brother's official line was, we found him hiding behind a bin in the compound. But he maintains to this day that he got out of the compound.
Yeah, well, I wonder.
Yeah.
Reminded me of that bit in RoboCop, when he escapes and just runs through those fields.
I don't think I've ever seen RoboCop.
What?
No.
Jesus. That's how I pictured Jack D. And the only other note I made was he was flinging cake at the cameras at one point.
Yeah. What I didn't recall was him trying to tunnel out underneath the garden wall.
Very Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah, it was. What I liked about that was a reminder of it was only 7 days, but actually they fully sort of lost themselves in the Big Brother
How
experience.
crazy that Vanessa just went nuts in 2 or 3 days and was the first person to tell Big Brother to fuck off.
Yeah.
That's quite cool, isn't it?
We did actually, I found a link for that on Daily Motion, so we tweeted it on the BB on Blast account, so anyone from around the world can watch it. If you haven't ever seen that series, it's a nice little overview.
It was very sweet.
And we did learn also that Chris Eubank was not happy with the amount of shirts he had to take into the Big Brother house. So
he went shopping
privately in Selfridges. Opened early on the day of his arrival.
He must have some money, that guy. He acts like he does anyway.
Yeah, he dresses like it.
Yeah. Jack D, I used to sort of have a bit of a crush on Jack D back then.
Jack D, looking back now, at the time I thought, who's this miserable guy?
Yeah.
But now I'm like, how much of that is just an act?
Yeah.
He plays a disgruntled
he does,
person.
Yeah. He does.
He probably is that to a degree.
Yeah, I'm sure he is more so than ever now.
But, it was kind of masterful, really, to maintain that character the whole time.
Yeah, it was good. It was nice. A nice little look back. Marcus was there doing the...
Wasn't it odd to see Marcus at the same time as hearing Marcus?
Unusual. It's a cognitive dissonance,
there was almost something too clear about his voice. I was like, this doesn't feel like he's really saying it.
Yeah, it was strange, wasn't it? Seeing behind the curtain.
Yeah.
Get back behind that curtain, Marcus.
No Davina, though.
No, I wonder why.
I thought that was surprising, because Davina's usually involved in comic relief to some degree, but I don't think she was any part of this one.
It's like those DVDs where they cut her out.
They did have the old footage of her in the show.
Oh yeah, not much.
But I thought she would be there as a commenting on it.
It was funny when they left and the others would stand there waving,
You step out, out of the door.
Yeah, it was funny, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I do actually remember that once I saw it again.
And those evictions happened every night of the week, obviously, because there were only 6 of them and there were 7 people, and Davina didn't actually host them.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if Dermot was involved at that point. No, he wasn't.
I don't know.
I think they just casually evicted them and
just see that was later.
It. Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure.
Like on BBOTT when Julie ain't there, they just go.
I think that's what happened. They just went.
That's funny. Yeah, it was good. It was nothing mind blowing, but it was sweet.
It was a surprise.
Yeah, it's funny that Comic Relief actually acknowledged that. I thought that would be a money spinner to make, because the whole thing is to make more money, and they had the charity thing flashing up.
Yeah.
Would anyone watch this and think, I'm going to donate money now?
Maybe someone who enjoyed that back in the day. But the point was, the edition of Big Brother that year sent the fundraising sky high, didn't it?
That was cool.
Yeah.
Because it just goes to show. It did used to have power back in the day.
Yeah, and I mean, it was really good for the charities back in the day. And then they started to sort of slip with that back in the later series. And it wasn't a charity thing,
well,
was
nowadays, no charity would be associated with Big Brother, would they?
Oh, yeah, there is that.
It's, there's too much bad blood under the bridge, isn't there?
Maybe.
I think so. It's not the right fit for Big Brother anymore.
That was called When Comic Relief Did Big Brother, and it's on Dailymotion and it's on our tweets, so go have a look. It's half an hour.
Yeah, it's only half an hour long, so it won't take you long. That's it. Let's wrap up, because if we can keep it under 2 hours, I don't have to compress the bloody file.
And I got places to be.
Oh yeah, you got things to do, places to go. Right.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks so much for listening. Follow me on Twitter, LightUpVM.
Follow me on Twitter, BB_superfan.
BB.
Did I say Twitter?
BBB.
Twitter.
Twitter.
Follow us at BB on Blast and leave us a review on Apple Podcasts or whatever you listen to on. We're in most places.
Give us a retweet. I don't know. We've not had that great engagement this year. We've only done one, to be fair.
No.
But, you know, what are you going to do?
And do let us know your thoughts and feelings at bbonpluspod@gmail.com, and we'll read them out next week.
And read my book, First Aid Kit Girl.
Very important.
Yep. Thanks for listening, guys.
Right, see you next week.
And girls and non-binaries.
All the folks.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.